Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son?
Fool, you should never mix your drinks.
What, are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
That's your ass. Get a weapon collector class.
I could knock him out in the shed. Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you are here?
Right, everyone. Yeah, happy Saturday night, I suppose. I don't know what fucking day of the week it is. So, Darren, you right, mate? Electro 521, Dan, Lewis, Richard, Joseph. How you doing? You right? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. I had the night off last night. But yeah, I'm back on tonight. That's probably why there's not many people on. It was weird last night. I sort of it's been so long since I haven't done a Friday one. So I sometimes miss Saturday ones, but it's been so long since I missed the Friday one. It felt really weird because it's hard to explain, but yeah, I was in, but I couldn't stream. Yeah. Brave Fire, Scrapyard, Mark, how you doing, mate? M. Frewer, Timbo, and Uncle Albert, how you doing? Darren said I was thinking about you, mate. Oh, and Darren was first. Nice one, mate. Yeah. Yesterday would have been my dad's 73rd birthday, and he died 2 years ago. 2020 he died. Lung cancer. Yeah, so we had all the immediate family round. Just had a meal and that. It was quite a nice night, so much to celebrate is what would have been his birthday, you know what I mean? But no, they didn't leave till 11:30, so yeah. No drunk stream tonight. Although saying that, I might have a late night live stream because something which I'll explain later. But I may do a Wendy house stream tonight, but not. I won't be drinking though. But you lot can drink, and you lot can drink and come on camera if you want. Do I say hello, Timbo? You right, mate? Richard says, feeling any better, Mike? So funny thing is, I've got bad guts today, but I think it's something completely different. Yeah, I've been to the doctor and I got a blood test on Monday. Yeah, but yeah, funny thing is that feels better, but I got something else now. I got bad guts. Maybe it was the Chinese we had. I'll be honest with you. I've fucking had. I've been eating Chinese for at least 4 meals now. So, and when I say meals, I mean, so I had my dinner last night, then I had a late night snack, then I had it for my breakfast, the leftovers, then I had leftovers for my lunch, and then I had it again. I think I've been eating it for fucking 5 different meals. Thank you, Darren. He said he had a drink for me. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I won't be drinking till at least next weekend. And I may even give it a miss then, but I'll be doing something special next weekend anyway. Lugo, how you doing, mate? Brave Fire had found a rat nest in my shed earlier. Chewed through all my cables and camping equipment, put out some traps, and I got them all. Nice. Yeah, fucking rats fucking everything up can be a nightmare. The weirdest one that I ever had was a rat in my loft, which is sort of 2 stories up. I don't know how the fucking things even get up there. Where am I? Smiley, you right, mate? Uncle Albert said, respect to you, mate. Glad you had your family around in honour of his memory. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, it was nice, and he would have enjoyed it, sort of thing. Yeah, good. Dan said, late one way. I don't know what it'd be like when we're all sober, but people are welcome to come on later and get drunk, though. But I'll be doing a late night stream. I might as well just explain it to you. Just a weird day, not for me, but for someone else. But I don't think he'd mind me saying. But my cousin Ben's dog died today, and his missus isn't here. She's gone to have like a like a girls' weekend thing for like 3 days. So she's not down here. So he's down here. He ain't got his kids. His missus ain't with him because the nan's looking after the kids. Yeah, and his dog's died. So I said after this stream he can come around here. So I'll do a late night stream. Me and Ben will, play some darts in the Wendy house, and you can, you look and chat to us. Dan said your drunk stream last week was funny as hell, Mike. they're all right, aren't they? They're a bit. I have to delete the fucking thing, so. Electro said, I thought guns were illegal in the UK, like the ones you got there on the wall, the assault rifle. Yeah, everything I've got doesn't need any licenses, so it's not firearms. You right, Ted? How you doing, mate? Smiley said, "Oh, good, cheers, mate." Electro, okay, so you're allowed non-loaded guns. Well, you can, there's a lot of guns you can have in this country. You basically just need a license. That's it. If you want firearms in this country, you need a license, and it's a bit more than that, but that's what we do in this country. A lot of people think all guns are banned in the UK. They're not. Not all guns are banned. You can have guns, but you need to acquire a license to have them. Richard said, "Might be on later." Oh, nice one. What, on camera or just watching? But yeah, I'll be sober tonight. I won't be drinking. I got blood test Monday. Although it might be, it might be a good idea having a drink, and then I can see the blood test to be like, yeah, stop drinking. Uncle Albert, I'm gonna have to open that channel, see who that little cheater is. Uncle Albert said, "Got to love the Chinese Type 86S bullpup rifle." Fuck's sake. A channel that was made yesterday as well. I don't believe it. I don't believe you got that right. That cheating. Dan said, I couldn't stop laughing at last weekend. Peugeot, Mike. What? Is that a spelling mistake? Or... Enfield said, I had a bottle of cooking oil in the cupboard and I found 4 mice that had made a hole and fell in and died. What the hell? Yeah, it's weird what they do. Annoying. Fucking hell. Yeah. I had bug out bags in the loft with food in them, and that's what I reckon attracted them up there. So we had to put some traps on that up there. Killed the rat that was up there. Body was about that big. It was quite a big rat, a normal size rat, I suppose. Yeah. It amazed me how the fuck I got up there. Timbo said, if I'd been through all that, I'd be drinking. Yeah, exactly, Timbo, exactly. Lugo said, detachable lock for folding knife for use at home, homemade. You got any advice? I don't know what you could do yourself. It might be better off asking me that, and I'll look into that on a video. Because what you can often get a knife that has a little hole, and then you can stick a pin through the hole, and that'll lock it. Dad said, sorry to hear about the dog. It's always horrible when a pet does. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ben's dog died. Yeah. It just collapsed in the woods, and he tried. I think it had been ill for a couple of days. With like a thing on its face. Took the dog to the vets, but couldn't have it seen to straight away because he didn't have the money. Took it for a walk down the woods, and it just collapsed. And he said he tried to give it like CPR or whatever, but yeah, couldn't do nothing. Lord Flashlight, how you doing, mate? Lewis said, any recent additions to your DVD collection? Just got Evil Dead Trilogy. I don't know when you last saw. I've got Drive. That was a new one I got recently. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Boondock Saints. That was a while ago. Can't remember what ones I got recently. I think Drive might have been the last one. Dan said, my arse at the moment is a lethal weapon, lethal firearm. Uncle Albs, I didn't cheat. I knew what it was. Years of seeing people. There you go. Nice one. Richard Camera, Mike. Might get the falchion. I'm working on that for the people. Not something. Nice one, Rich. Nice one, yeah. Brave Fire said, got some good news. Joining the army. He says, ah, nice one. Congratulations, mate. Congratulations. Dante, I'm out dog sitting and just seen a big fire in the garden. Just realised it was next door neighbours having a bonfire. Fuck's sake. Foxy lady, how you doing? You right? Nice to see you on. Is it Sam? It's Sam today. Oh yeah, Sam's on as Foxy lady and Marie is on as Marie. All right, now Marie's afterwards. So all right, Sam, you're right, Marie. Marie says me, Marie. Sam has my phone at home. Scrapyard Mark said, I had rats in the loft, noisy bastards. They climb up the cavity wall. Is that what it is? Yeah, I often wondered how they did it. I thought maybe drain pipe, maybe because we've got there's some ivy out there. I wondered if maybe it was that. Yeah. Fucking hell bastards, isn't they? That's I got a blood test Tuesday too, Mike. I had my flu jab on Thursday, typical. I hate needles. Yeah, it must be a nightmare if you don't like needles. I was saying to my nephew the other day, he's only 8, I think. He was having a blood test. And I said, if you have a blood test, just don't look at it. That helps. I do think not looking at it helps a lot. Especially if you're bothered by needles. I'm not particularly bothered by them. But I think if you watch the needle going in, you're going to feel every little bit of it. If you don't look, I won't keep going on about needles, but if you don't look, I've noticed sometimes you can, if they're doing it good, and yeah, sometimes you it's not as bad anyway, you know what I mean? Luca said Oppenel has a lock, but not street legal, not detachable. Yeah, who was asking about the locks? I don't know about doing it at home apart from drilling out and putting a pin in, but I know some knives that have detachable locks. Yeah. There's a, by the way, what's this video news you're on about? I'll tell you in a minute, Zed. I'll just catch up. Uncle Albert said, I'm wearing a bikini and riding an inflatable banana. Nice. I hope you're earning some money there. I hope you're earning plenty of money. Are you on Twitch? Ray said, my mum's looking after it. Yeah, how is your mum? Because she was in hospital, wasn't she? Is she out now then, obviously? Sam said, sorry, my phone died. Got to get a new one. Ray says, Sam, mum is loving it. What's dad's not been here? Smiley says, CRKT do one with a locking pin. Yeah, I think they funny thing is, the two knives that do it are both discontinued. I've got the sort of copy of it. Mr. X, how you doing, mate? Hope you're doing all right. Hope your hand's getting better. So this is the rip-off of the CRKT one I think this is called the Bastard Halibut. Yeah, but this is discount. This is a HX Outdoors Bastard Halibut. See that hole there and that hole there? They line up, and then it has a little Allen key there that slots in a little slot just there. It even goes in sort of nice and level. I want to be old fucking still. I never can get it to focus. Right, so new video coming up. I'm not going to tell you all of the details because I want it to be a bit of a surprise. So I'll just vaguely tell you all. I was going to do it as a total surprise, but then I did that fucking video. Not video. I did that post mentioning it, so I got it now. It's Uncle Albert Tactical Pirate, for fuck's sake. I've got it now, must be. Yes, I said just guessed as well. Fuck's sake. Right, where am I? I'll just catch up with these comments and I'll tell you about the video I'm doing. Mary said she's out now and doing great. Oh, that's good. That's good. Nice to hear that. Emperor said, I find needles hurt more injecting in than drawing out. Mr. X said, I'll be in and out in a bit. There's no rain yet here. Nice one, Mr. What you at today then? Mother said, evening, Mike. I think the zero concern about firearm safety. Haha. Should get a shotgun to the face. Yeah, I need to clip that, to be honest. But yes, here you go. Yeah. Look at
today, just knock the dirt off.
Mother, right, so you saying about doing that new delivery stuff. I'll try it out soon. The problem was I was a bit preoccupied this week. I'll get back to you maybe Monday and we'll talk about it properly. That's why I've not really been on at all. I've not been on YouTube at all. Yeah, Smiley, that's a copy of the CRKT one. Luke said blood test, teetotal is much easier than moderation. Listen to an expert. Said, right, exactly. Yeah, definitely. Lewis, how you doing, mate? He said, your videos don't even show up in my subs box anymore. I've even clicked the bell. A fucking nightmare, isn't it, Lewis? Absolute piss take. I don't know what it is with see, this it makes the subscription thing a complete mockery and complete fucking pointless. Completely pointless, isn't it? Dan said, done my order with Worldwide Dan. Dan, nice one, nice. Yeah, I used to buy a lot from them, Dan, and they're a good company. Right, so there'll be I don't know when I'm going to upload it because there's going to be a new video, a special video coming soon. Something a little bit different. You know, every now and then I like to do something a bit different. I'm going to tell you vaguely, but I won't tell you all of the details. So I suspect it's going to be over an hour long documentary all about the Spyroverse. I'll tell you what it started off as, because I thought there's too many people who don't know what it means and what it's about. So I'm going to do it like like these mystery programs where they sort of, like fact or fiction, or, like these ones with true crime things. You know what I mean? Where there's there's a bloke stood there and he tells you the beginning of the story and then it'll go on to interviews and, you know what I mean? So it will be like a mystery type program, mystery documentary program. It will have all right. So here's your chance to There's one thing I may not even give you the option now, seeing as I've had to edit for so long. I'm doing the highlights of the original live stream. So for the people who don't know, they can watch this highlight of the live stream with all the comments in it. Of all of the important comments that made it happen. You know what I mean? You can, if you want, have your names blurred out, but I don't think most of you care. And I'll be honest with you, don't say yes because it's a lot of work for me. I have done one thing though. Because I don't know about copyright shit, or because of the nature of the Spyroverse stuff, I'm gonna beep out all mentions of Spirograph and Hasbro in this video, apart from when I read out Zed's story, because I'm going to say at the beginning this is a work of fiction, and then I don't think they'll care so much, knowing if it's said, this is a work of fiction, if it's got some trademark names in it. But I don't want trademark names in bits where I'm saying, where I'm trying to make out it's all real. So there'll be, I'm going to tell you most of it, but I won't tell you all of it. So it'll be myself doing an intro bit. Then you'll get various interviews with people who have had true life experiences with Spyrographs and the Spyroverse. Did I say, yeah, live stream highlight, interviews with people who have had real issues with Spyrographs. Some other little clips, and then it'll be me reading out Beware the Spyroverse. And I think that lasts at least half an hour. I don't know at the minute. It took me ages to edit that. Yeah, that's what's. I don't know when I'm gonna. Maybe next weekend. I don't know. When would you rather have it? Friday or Saturday? Tactical. Look, Tactical's just joined in. Emperor said, God, that video would have been a mess afterwards. Timbo said, I saw a Spirograph set in a shop today. I was wondering if if they knew the true horror. Exactly. Yeah, I've got some interviews with some people who have really experienced. Oh yeah, so this is who've really experienced spycraft. Sorry, I'm just getting ahead of myself here. So let me go on to the folder and I'll tell you what it's going to consist of. Yeah, so it'll consist of the highlights of the live stream, so you can watch that and you'd have 100% knowledge of what's going on. Then there'll be various interviews with people who have, at least 3 interviews with different people who have had experiences with Spyroverse, but I may add another 2 because at the minute they're a bit short. I've got a workaround now so that I never have to say the word Hasbro, but I can actually have the word Hasbro being said. I've worked out a way to do it, which you'll find out. Yeah, and then there'll be a reading of Zed's book, the first book. And I might add some more stuff. Oh, yeah, and then also absolutely anything I can find to do with the Spyverse will be included. So there'll be, I'll show you the connections between, so I'll do an explanation of, I won't say the name on the video, Hasbro, how Hasbro happened to be the company who make spyrographs and Ouija boards. So I reckon there's a connection there. Yeah. And then I'm going to do and Tactical, your videos are going to be on there. All 3 of your videos are going to be on there somewhere. All right. Mother said I bought a Picatinny rail for the FMA. You know what I'll put on it. Irish ladies, how you doing, mate? That's no point having my name blotted out. I think it would just be a waste of time. In all honesty, I wish I never blocked out fucking Hasbro and fucking Spyograph now. But the thing is, I don't think there's much they can say anyway. Because I don't know. Because the Ouija board is a trademarked Hasbro name. But no, you never see them complaining about that every time someone says Ouija board, do you? All right, so how you doing, mate? He said, my mates from Derby just flew to Poland to help the Ukraine refugees at the border. Proud to be British. Oh, bloody hell. Good on them. Good on them. Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah. That's it. Oh, fuck. I hope you never clipped that video where I was trapped. What was that one? I can't remember that. Was that one an actual video, was it? Because if it is, I'm going to go look for it. Yo, how you doing, mate? You right? Lewis, a mate of mine freaked out by my weapon collection today. Thought I was a serial killer. Fucking hell. Mr. Hank said, has your dog been fed? Yes, it has, bro. Yes, that's pretty much it. You're on the same wavelength here. You're on the same wavelength. Yes, that's exactly it, Mr. X. But I even got one better. One better. Who wants a spoiler for how I've managed to get the words Hasbro out there? But Mr. X has pretty much hit the nail on the head there. I've done it a little bit differently. But that's it. Basically, yes, Hasbro. Yes. You've done it, but I've done it in a slightly different way, yeah. Yes. Great minds think alike, Mr. X. That's exactly it. Richard said, is it Hasbro who makes Beyblades? Are they connected to Spiders? Might be. They might be. Lugo said, what is the most ludicrous improvised weapon you know of? I don't know. There's a lot of fucking weird ones. A lot of weird. Jovialor, how are you? He said, for some reason, I started collecting weapons. Aaron Steve says, what's going on here? Bose, I'm never drinking with you again, Mike. I was sick as fuck on Sunday. We'll say that. I'll see you in about a month. I had a hell of a hangover as well. Yeah, hell of a hangover. That was a good night, though. I enjoyed that. I did keep saying some weird shit, though, and some stuff I wish I never said. But yeah, oh well. That's drunken nights for you, isn't it? Mr. X said there's a way around most things if you put your mind to it. Exactly. I went one further, but pretty much what you said. So what I did, I got the kids to play Monopoly, which made me laugh even more because fucking Monopoly is made by Hasbro as well. But that was just a coincidence. I was just looking in the cupboard for a board game and I found a fucking I found a box of Monopoly. I thought, Hasbro, fuck's sake, put that down, put it on the thing. Got the kids to play Monopoly, but so you can't see them because you have to be careful with certain videos with kids in now. And this is definitely going to be an 18. But you know, they've just got their hands in. And I've got them to say phrases like, don't take his property. That's all he has, bro. So, yes, exactly what you said. Yeah. Yeah. Don't take all my money. No, that one don't work. But yeah, don't do that. That's all he has, bro. Yeah. I did about 3 of them. So every time I have to say the word Hasbro, I'm going to play that little clip and maybe repeat the Hasbro bit. That should be quite funny as well. Bergio's had a little memory other than it was a good night. Yeah, that's all it needs to stay at, don't it? That's all it needs to stay at. I had a couple of times for at least 4 days where I kept saying to myself, oh, fucking hell, why did you say that? And then I'd have to say to myself, no, just shut up. Just shut up. Just forget about it. Just forget about it. Fucking kills me, that does. Or I'll sit there and go, oh, you fucking dickhead. Why did you say that? Hello, Jason. How are you? It's a strange improvised weapon. A giant anal bean used like a flail. Number 4, how you doing, mate? Lugo said, why is the violence in Hollywood movies so different to real violence on YouTube? I don't know. Is that a rhetorical question? So, yeah, annoyingly, I've beeped out. I've been saying, so in all of the other videos, yeah, exactly, Tactical. So that's me every live one. Exactly. I about 4 days that was doing my head in. For 4 days. Kept saying to myself, oh, why did you say that? You know. It don't matter, it's all drunken bollocks, isn't it? It's why they get deleted. And it's all a bit of fun and you know, as long as we're not being cunts to people, it's all just a bit of drunken bollocks, isn't it? And everyone talks a bit of sort of, well, not bollocks, but you just, you know, you say too much, or you can't quite control yourself properly. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to do this video. I don't know when I'm going to upload it, because the thing is, now I've got another week to do it, to edit it. I can add a lot more into it. I may add at least another 2 more interviews into it. Getting as much stuff as I can. But yeah, there'll be a full reading of Zed's book. That, I think the reading of that out loud is going to take about half an hour. Maybe it's going to be about 25 minutes, I think. Go on a bit quiet. But that's just me after I've had a regular conversation. No bollocks, actually. I do get like that sometimes. Because I call that, when I do that, I sometimes do say, even sober, I sometimes say too much. Sometimes in the sort of heat of the moment, spur of the moment. And I sort of call that dry drunk. That's a Stephen King term, dry drunk. But it's essentially acting like you're drunk while you're sober. You know. Yeah. You right, Nick? How you doing, mate? So yeah, full on Spyroverse video coming soon, because I know there's a lot of people who are interested in it, and it is funny as fuck when you do it. But the problem is, when there's people who don't know the context of it, they don't know what the fuck you're going on about. So at least the 10-minute highlight of the live stream, that can help people at least understand it. And then there'll be all the rest, you know. There'll be a horror comedy thing. I say horror. It's horror in theme. I don't know how much horror there'll be in it. There's only so much you can do when it comes to crinkle cut cocks, really, you know, that would be allowed to be shown on YouTube. Lewis said, I like a lot of the SCP Foundation stuff, so the Spyroverse sounds quite interesting. You know what? That's pretty much what it is, Lewis. Yeah, it's an SCP. Well, I'd like it to be it needs to be a full-on SCP thing. Yeah, the SCP Foundation. Yeah. So this video I'm going to do is going to be a full sort of the whole lot. I'm going to try and do a whole history on it. I've changed a little bit of the sort of story because there's a bit I want to get rid of. And focus on. I'll say vaguely what it is. I want to back away and get away from the sort of kid element to it. So I've devised a way that I can talk about in this, and then it'll just be able to be. You'll know when you watch it anyway. But yeah, I'm going to try and do a whole sort of lore on it. You know, LORE lore sort of stuff. Yeah. And then people can understand it easier. Richard, Mike, any more Last of Us 2 weapons on your or Peach's build list? I've still got loads to do, Rich. So I've still got quite a few to do. Yeah, I can't remember specifically, Rich, but yeah, I've got quite a few I need to do. Yeah, there are though. Yeah. Mum said, before I move, Mike, can you remind me of all the parts you still have? I need to send me. Yeah, I think you forgot about one as well. Hang on. Pull my trousers up before I go over there. Oh shit, there's a load of books on it. I forgot. Right, I shan't bother because I don't want to move all that crap. I was just going to open the box and tell you. As far as I'm aware, Mother, there's what you said, and there's also a body, and the body of a Cobra Adder in there as well. I thought there was still part of a Cobra Adder in there. I can't look right now, though. I'll look. If you remind me, I'll look tomorrow. But I meant to look when you said before, and then I was ill for, it felt like shit all week. Zed said, I now have a vision of Mike reading my story. Hello, children. Are you sitting comfortably and feeling happy? You are. Well, that'll soon change. Bet you hadn't said that before. I actually would have done that. I would have done that. Although I could still do it. I could still do that as an extra little intro. Dan said you need to make a Spyropedia. Yes. Well, this video will essentially be. But I've gone and looked up a load of information on, because you know that a Spyroverse is actually a real thing. So I'm going to use that information. Yeah, but there's a lot of true life sort of stuff that goes with it. Richard, once this Spyroverse novel series is done, you'll need to make a game adaptation on Drift. Yeah, yes, exactly. Exactly, Rich. That'll be good. She sent a Nick. Oh, you're turning cell 4 tonight. Nick said, no chance I'm being sold near Slingshot Warrior. Put me down in Seg. Mother said, yeah, it's okay. Just send me a book. Yeah, I forgot. I got a load of books down out the loft. A load of survival books. I forgot. I hid them under there. That's covered in books, and it would, it'd take me a while to get them all down. And look. Otherwise, I would have just looked for you just then. Lewis said, Mike, you don't want to move the books because they're all Scott books. There might be something close to that. Let me find one that won't get me in shit. That one will do. And it's not what it looks like. I just thought if there was an apocalypse, I might need something to fucking read. Anyone of you lot used to read Bazaar? Quite a good magazine that was. I think that's been gone for a long time though. Yeah, I'll send you a picture, Mother. Remind me tomorrow or Monday. Yeah. Or crank. Exactly, Rich. Exactly. That's the real thing. You never know though. Full on fucking power cuts. You ain't gonna have nothing else to fucking do apart from read. So yeah. Lugo said, "What country has the most draconian laws on weapons?" I reckon it's Ireland. I don't know. I bet there's other places somewhere. That I bet there's some place in the world that we don't know. Just got quite. I wouldn't really know. Lewis said the front cover of that magazine's a ruse. It's actually filled with blokes. I like the one at the bottom left. I want the fucking bloke with the giant muscles that he's been pumping fucking silicone into. Yeah, Bazaar. I'll tell you what, Bazaar was quite good for. It would have a lot of weird stuff in it as well. Hence being called Bazaar. It would have a lot of sort of freak show kind of. It's hard to explain, but it would have a lot of freak show kind of stuff in. Real life crime type stuff. Yeah, it was all right, man. Weirdly enough, I can't remember buying them. Unless, because I used to save up those. You used to be able to get bottles of Coke and get the fucking code off of it, save them up, and you'd get points, and then you could get stuff, and I'm pretty sure you could get magazine subscriptions. Yeah, Viz is good. I got a couple of Viz. Weirdly enough, what happened was I was looking in my loft for my survival books, and I happened to find them. I couldn't even remember putting them in the loft. Didn't even know they was up there. Jim said, I think it's illegal to own guns in Saudi Arabia, so they have an annual amnesty. Right, yeah. There you go. Emperor said lots of countries have old caliber restrictions for the general public. Listen, I used to know some lads that would rob page throughout the papers in the shops. Used to be loads of angry, grumpy old fellas complaining. That's sake. Oh, God. Yeah, that would be a bit frustrating. The Sport was the best newspaper because there was a pair of tits on every single page of that fucking thing. I used to love the Sport. And then it was just the Sunday Sport. I don't even think it's weekly anymore. I think they still do it. Yeah, Sport. The Sport. Best paper ever. And funny, I remember there was a headline about John Prescott and they called him the grub-loving minister. And for some reason, I just found that hilarious. Because what way to describe him? But, just use that title and you'd know exactly who it was. The grub-loving minister. Fuck's sake. Yeah, Sport was great. And the Sport used to have loads of bullshit stories as well, didn't they? Let's go on Sport's website quickly and I'll tell you some of their bullshit their bullshit fucking headlines they used to have. I don't even know if it's still on there. I had it fucking bookmarked. I wonder if I've still got it on there. Try Sunday Sport. Gundam Vampire, how you doing, mate? You right? Sunday Sport Online. Right, let's see what there are. Prince is alive and living in a bottle bank. Wife nags 3 husbands to death. Aliens turned my son into a fish finger. Look, I love that fucking shit. They're complete nutters. Absolute nutters. They said, burnt my knob in a Greg's pasty was the one they had. Knew it was fake because you'd never get warm Greg's pasty. Oh, God. Yeah, do you want me to send you the link? Yeah, here's the link to the Sport. I fucking love the Sport. Their fucking headlines was great. I've got it bookmarked. I did have it when I looked then. It wasn't on there. I didn't make you want to sign up nowadays. Yeah, I used to love their fucking headlines. Absolutely mental case shit. Zed said the flying fortress on the moon who waved when the space shuttle flew past was one of Sunday Sport's best headlines. I love it. They're absolutely amazing. Total, absolute bollocks. Made up absolute bollocks. They ain't even try to pretend it's real. You know, the fakest pictures I've ever seen. But funny as fuck though. Always funny. Yeah, I used to love that paper. When I used to work doing the flooring, we'd always buy the fucking I'd buy the Sport every day when you could get it every day. That was 20 years ago. Dan said, "What's the knife on the sofa, Mike?" Don't remember seeing it. But that's the giant Bowie knife. You not seen that one? You have. You've seen it. That is what it is, Dan. Yeah, you've seen that. Scooting around on this chair and being in that wheelchair. Someone's actually going to think I'm in a wheelchair one day, isn't they? I think they thought I was actually in a wheelchair on Reddit. Yeah, you've seen that one, Dan. I'm sure you have. Considering that they was upvoting me on Reddit for once, I think they actually thought I was in a wheelchair in that video. Tim says Sunday Sport was excellent. Bird flu's coming and we're all going to die. Someone in Canada is a bit ill. That was my favourite. They're great though. I just fucking love them. Absolutely great. Number 4, 20 years ago, when the good old days used to buy Enfields for $35. That's it. War in Ukraine, COVID rising, WC now, sport, the Sunday Sport laugh much. Exactly, that's what you want. Fuck that, and it tactical. Fuck all that stuff. Fuck all that stuff. Dan said I don't remember it. Maybe I'm losing it. Sure. I don't know, Dan. You better get your fucking get yourself checked there. So said another of their stories was Mavis the Brussels sprout ate my mate. And there was another one where a filthy sock leapt from a laundry basket and attacked someone. Yeah, it's amazing. It was like reading a comic book, wasn't it? Like reading a comic book, but with tits all over it. Great fucking thing. Gundam said, Mike, would Gatling BB gun be legal like George's? I never watched that video in the end. It depends how it's powered and how strong it is, but I'd imagine it probably is. Yeah, I never watched that one in the end. I saw the video, but I never watched it. Is that what that was then? Yeah. What did he call it? It's not weird, wasn't it? I don't know. But yeah, no, I never watched it. But I reckon it all depends on the power, essentially. But I have no idea. Richard said, shocked. I upvoted your video, Mike. I expect the sort of people on Reddit to make fun of you being in a wheelchair. Well, exactly. I was very surprised. Number 4 said, you guys think it's bad in Europe. We're going to have to remove a sitting president by force. Emperor said, there are some really cool auto BB guns. Buddy has one, like an MP40. That's a WC was saying on Twitch, Google Charles Dale. I'm a celeb lookalike. Oh, hang on, who was saying that? Used to get asked if I was him when he was in Corrie. Oh, hang on. I couldn't tell if you meant me. Oh, you were, yeah, WC. I was saying on Twitch, yeah. Google Charles Dale. It's my celebrity lookalike. I used to get asked if I was him when he was in Corrie. I get you now. Yeah, sorry, that was quite difficult. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that tactical. I got you now. Duke said, remember the man with the golden gun, a collection of innocent items. Yeah, exactly. Persia said, the old guy who was charged with porn on his Sky and his wife was adamant they weren't paying. Dirty old git was over his head with that line. I actually remember, I'm pretty sure the last time I was on the Sunday Sport fucking website, that's what I saw. Yes. Yeah, fucking Nick said, you can get airsoft miniguns in the UK. As you say, though, it depends on the power, semi-auto and full auto power limits. That's all right, Tag. I got you in the end. I got it in the end. I wasn't sure whether you were saying I was saying, like, if something I'd said. I thought I've never heard the name Child Dale before. Yeah, I see what you mean there, Tactica. Funny thing is, I was going to get out one of my old driving license pictures or something today. So I don't know what I needed a picture for. It must have been for summer. Yeah, and then I never bothered, but because of what we've said before about that. So what did everyone do last night then? Do anything interesting? As I said, it would have been my dad's 73rd birthday, so we had the family around and sort of celebrated. You know, just had a bit, you know what I mean, not celebrated, but Lewis said, you ever see the video of that bloke who rings Babe Station and starts talking to the women about cricket and things? I think I have seen that, Lewis, yes. Yeah, I have. Well, I know of it because I can't remember specifically what he talks about, but yes. Right, Freddie, how you doing, mate? He was just dog sitting, was you, yesterday, Dan? Yeah, their sport used to be great. I don't know how much. I think they're not even weekly now, as far as I'm aware. I don't think that they might be they're at least weekly, maybe fortnightly. Bozo had seen one where he asked them about their favourite biscuits. Oh no, I'll be honest with you. I bet there's some freaks who do ring up just to fucking have a chat. It's probably not even that fucking it's probably not even that unusual for them. That's it. I was feeling crap last night. First time a flu jab and the other jab come to that has made me feel ill. Nick said the Gundam just depends on the power. If it's over a certain power. Oh yeah, no, saying that, yeah, because you can definitely buy full auto BB guns. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you can. Oh, well, I haven't bought one for a long time, but I know you used to be able to walk into shops and get like battery powered fucking full auto fucking BB guns in this country. So, Foxy said, I've got a full auto BB air rifle. Tactical said, I was out on a drive till 11:30, giving the new battery a good running. Oh yeah, you had to get your new battery, didn't you? 72 quid, same one. I could get on eBay for 35 quid. Not using that garage again. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? I know how I know about that, because I was just going to say, you've not actually told me about your battery, have you? I've read that on Jim M's video. I think you were talking to Jim about it, weren't you? Lucas, any idea what job or occupation gives greatest excuse for legal K weapons? Plumber, carpenter? Trying to think. Do you know what? Maybe some kind of gardening job would allow you. I'd imagine a gardening job would allow you, or some kind of gardening or landscape gardening type thing would allow you to carry a lock knife for cutting ropes and stuff like that, because something like that's going to cut a rope or some shit a lot better than a fucking Stanley knife. It depends what kind of knife you want to carry though, but I think gardening job you could carry a lock knife like that because it's a lot better than a lot of other shit you can use. Yeah, some kind of So you could plumber don't necessarily need a knife like that, and not necessarily even a carpenter. Timbo said, I went to see England under 21s versus Andorra with my son. Was that good, Timbo? Yeah. I hope you had a good time. Fred said, 2-tone full auto BB gun can be bought with just age ID. There you go. Emperor said an assassin for the knives, yeah. Dan said a fireman, police officer, or soldier. Number 4 said, how about a knife maker? Dan said, I had a couple of full auto airsoft guns, M1 Thompson and a HK MP5. Number 4 said, I told the cops to kick rocks and showed them my 1911s. But I said, prop master can carry any bloody thing. Nick's right there. I forgot about that. Nick said you'd still only be allowed to carry when you're actually on the job, though. Yeah, you'd have to be working. Yeah, you can't just carry a knife on a weekend and expect to get away with it. No, you'd still have to be working, wouldn't you? And in your work clothes and shit like that. Because even if it's after 6 p.m. or something, you probably still get done for it. Unless you're on your way home. Oftentimes, being on your way to and from work isn't good enough reason for some coppers. There you go. There you go. So that's it. Ground maintenance is good for carrying a lock knife. In fact, due to health and safety laws, they pretty much have to carry a lock-in fixed blade knife like a Mora. Oh, I didn't know that, but yeah, that makes sense. There's certain jobs where you're going to be cutting things, isn't there, Zed? Ropes, sort of. Yeah, there's things where you might. There are certain jobs I think where you need to cut things that wouldn't, because a lot of cutting jobs you can do with a Stanley knife, but Stanley knife isn't suited for everything. Harry said, "Should think I should carry a pocket knife to and from work." But an engineer, I haven't been stopped yet. Not sure what they would say. Thing is, again, though, it depends what you look like and what you act like. You could probably carry a lot. I'm not encouraging this, but depending on how you look, where you live, how you dress, and how you act, you could probably carry a lock knife in your pocket every day of your life and never have an issue with it. And another person might look, sound, dress a specific way and actually get done and go to court for it the day they do it. You know what I mean? Freddie said, we can have lock knives as stonemasons for cutting plastic template. That's it, Fred. That's the kind of thing I was thinking of. Board space and all sorts, but I don't really need to. Pest control as well. Emperor said, to take away your knives. People now down throwing rocks. I don't know what you mean there. Pete, how you doing, mate? That's what I've seen. I said earlier, a chef mate of mine got arrested on his way home from work. He's had a knife roll in his bag. Took him about 6 months to get kicked out of court. Yeah, that should just be fucking as soon as. Well, he shouldn't have even been arrested, should he? Surgeon, yeah. Dan said thief. Law doesn't apply. Well, yeah, exactly. Dimerson, I'm off to Greece next weekend. You can carry a knife as a tool, but not as a weapon. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? That's good. Zed said, I used to have to use the safest means to do things. And the UK legal EDC isn't the safest tool for heavy cutting. No, you're right. It's not. Yeah. Oh, you have to use the safest means to do things. Yeah, I get you now, Zed. Yeah. I knew what you meant anyway. Yeah. And a non-locking knife is it? It's not the safest way to do heavy cutting tasks. Exactly. Dad inside, how you doing, mate? You right? Right, while I'm here, there's quite a few people on. If you ever wanted to support this channel, you can. Don't forget that. You don't have to. Don't matter. So I'm just going to play my little ad now, just to show you how to support if you want. This little advert's on for 30 seconds, so don't run away. The link is in the description, and it'll also be in the chat if someone puts in the word !support. So yeah, this is how to support me if you ever wanted to. Massively helps because this channel's been demonetized. And I'll be back in 30 seconds. There you go. If you wanted to, get a little special video played as well. Dan said, I still can't get over the fact that you can't own throwing stars in the UK. When was the last time anyone here got killed by one? I doubt anyone anywhere has ever been killed by one. But yeah, I've never understood why. I'd like to go back in time and, find out really and specifically why half of those weird ninja weapons got put on that list in the first place. And the discussion of how it came to be, because it's fucking demented. Tart said it's not an ad, it's an information, it's for informational purposes only. Yes, exactly. Freddie said, you think fishing would be a genuine reason for carrying a knife for cutting lions? But well, exactly, you would. Dead Inside said optionals are legal lockers. Well, no, if it locks, it ain't. You know what I mean? You can get an up and out that don't lock. I think you'd get done with an up and out it locked because it can lock. You know what I mean? You want bloody stroke crow to his head? I'll have to do the proper one first though, because the context don't work otherwise. I don't think. So sorry, Mike, but this stream's so boring it would give Crow a stroke. Yeah, I even read it outright. You have to have a normal Crow first. So.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
No, I'll go find stroke Crow for you.
Are you not entertained?
Pete said no, Oppenel's not UK EDC. I suppose it depends what Oppenel as well, because if they lock it, ain't, and if it's got a over 3-inch blade, it's not legal either to carry without an excuse. Right, I'm gonna start ignoring all the knife stuff now and all the weird gun stuff because I'm getting a bit bored now because it's turning into one of these discussions now. Nick said, Freddie, fishing his classes is a good reason for carrying. Ultimately, it can also come down to the copper. Yeah. Timber said, I did a video unveiling a knife in public. As we were walking back to the car, a helicopter went overhead. Nearly shit myself. Unfortunately, as an Navy one. No, not unfortunately, fortunately. Yeah. Oh, I don't mind talking about knife laws and all that, though, but I've noticed it's starting to be it's starting to become political now, and it's starting to become oh, I can do this and you can't. Bollocks. And that starts to bore me to death. We all know what other people can and can't do, but it doesn't help the discussion, does it? Pete said, I used some of that aluminium you sent me. Nice one, Pete. You have to send me a picture. What did you do? Melting it. You're melting it, aren't you? Tattles said, okay, ex-gaffer, favourite Sunday sport, bad woman. I think that's a clue. I can't think. Not the politician before I say it. Theresa May. Is it Theresa May? I dare you to look up Theresa May nude. Go on, do it. Theresa May nude. It is not what you think. Go on, look up Theresa May nude, or one of you. Yeah, there you go. I don't think much of her nowadays. My taste has changed now, but when I was a teenager. No, as I say, I don't mind it's turning into a political thing now, and and look at my own thing, and I can't be bothered anymore. Thank you, Pete. Gundam said, Mike, you ever think of buying a medieval crossbow or make one? Yeah, I have. I've actually got in my. It'll probably be rotten now, but in my little greenhouse, I had a sort of the very beginnings of an old style medieval crossbow, and I probably still will do one. I was going to make it and send it to Liam, but he's not really into crossbows so much now, is he? When he was into his crossbows a lot, he had a sort of replica medieval one, and I was going to make him one that could have a modern day prod on it, but I never got around to it in the end. Rich said on the pirate stream, I'm going to attempt casting my own compound bow riser and make my own cams. Nice one, Rich. Have you got plenty of aluminium? Because if you haven't, I've got fucking tons of it. Not tons of it, but I've got about 25 kilograms of the fucking stuff. Or probably more. Nick said, I saw some old on Facebook saying to ban the hoodie in response to an article on knife crime. All the bullshit went away in the dodos years ago. Yeah. Ban the hoodies. Yeah, I actually haven't heard that for about 20 years, I don't think. For fuck's sake. Yeah, everyone no one's offended me with any comments. It's just I noticed it was turning into one of the discussions I don't want to talk about. You know, it just gets on my nerves after a while. Lugo said, "Does a buckler should be legal carry?" I can't see why a buckler wouldn't be legal carry. But what you have to do is do something because you're not going to be able to walk around with a buckler, because the policeman would probably ask you why you're walking around with a buckler. But there are alternatives that are very similar to bucklers that you could store in a car boot, and if you ever needed it in like some kind of road race situation, you get out your boot and protect yourself. Or if you went somewhere, you know what I mean? You've at least got it in your car, and it's technically just like a lid for something. Backpack buckler, exactly. Hassan, hello. He said, "How old are you?" I am 41. I'll be 42 in about a month. Pergio said, "As soon as you say anything is for self-defense, it's a weapon." Yeah, exactly. Richard, I've got scrap aluminium, Mike. I have some. I'd have some, would buy or make something for it. So, all right, Rich. But yeah, let me know. I've got quite a bit of scrap aluminium. If you ever needed any, that I could send you. That's why I sent some to Pete, because I knew I had a load of it. I thought I'll send it him, and he saves him, because he might not necessarily be able to get a load of scrap. Because the problem is, people think about cans. When you melt a can down, you get about fucking a couple of teaspoons worth. It's not a lot anyway. It's probably, I don't think it is about that. I think about a couple of teaspoons worth. There will be someone like that, Timbo, definitely. He said, birthday piss up. Yeah, definitely. I'll do something for my birthday online. Definitely. Let me see. But yeah, definitely. We're just seeing when would it be? My birthday's actually on a Friday. So yeah. I'll probably do it on a Saturday. So I'll tell you what I'll do. Friday. So on my birthday, which will be Friday, I'll just do a normal stream. Saturday, I'll probably have the family round and do something. They're sent till the end of April anyway, and then probably do a late night stream. You know, in Wendy house. Fucking guts playing up today. Oh, Gundam said, "Are you allowed to walk around wearing body armor?" Yeah, you can, definitely. Yeah. There's no issue. You can do that. Yeah. Pete said, "There you go, Mike. I cast a bottle cap pendant for Wasteland Weekend." All right, let's have a look. So I've got fucking hiccups now. Ah, nice. Yeah, that's fucking cool. I like that, Pete. Well, you put a whole series on there. Yeah, nice. That's come out well as well, hasn't it? Yeah, this need a little bit of. Well, yeah, no, you haven't finished it, have you? You just need to take the edges off, don't you? Cut the bit off. Yeah, cut the light. I don't know what that bit's called, but yeah. Oh god, my fucking guts. Tactical said, "Come here, big boy. I'll give you the bumps." I read it, but he deleted it. There's no way I'm having 42 bumps, mate. Fuck that shit. It ain't for a month anyway, a bit early. Spro, is that what it is? Metallic Reality, how you doing? You alright? Dan said, "What's any good for?" You know, I can't remember. I don't think I have, Dan. I'll be honest with you. I was having such bad headaches and all that, feeling like shit at the beginning of the week. I didn't even turn my computer on for 2 days. I did finish playing because funny thing, the telly don't do it so much. And it's hard to. These fucking headaches are bizarre because I've been on my computer all day today. And I mean, literally all fucking day. Probably a good 10 hours. I haven't had a headache once. So I don't know what the fuck it is. Anyway, I'm getting a blood test soon anyway. But yeah, for 2 days I didn't even turn the computer on. But I have a feeling I have watched some films. But I can't what they are now. Oh, I've watched 2 films this week, and they're both films I've already seen. So I watched The Void, and then I watched. Oh, I can't remember the other one again now. I watched The Void anyway again, and then I watched something else. Oh, and In Fabric. If you've never seen In Fabric, that's worth watching. Mr. X saying about his fingers here, they're all healed, but both dead and super tender on the ends. Should come right in time. I'm still happy I've got all my fingers. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. But yeah, if you've never seen In Fabric or The Void, they're both worth watching. Rich and Mike, you still doing a late night? Yeah, tonight. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll message Ben in a minute. Unless Ben's going to bed or something, then I might not, Rich. But I'll see what Ben's doing. Gundown said, "Do you own any halberds?" Halberds. Yeah, I have got a halberd, like a bill hook type thing. Yeah. Let me just message him in a minute. I don't know if he'll even see this. Mr. X said, "BRB gonna get the gate for a flat, mate. He bought his bike home last." All right, Mr. X, nice one. Oh, Metallic. Let me tell you before I forget. There's going to be a 1 hour documentary on the Spider-Verse coming soon. I think your comment didn't show, Zed, because you hadn't written anything for a while. You've done BRB need some coffee, and then the next thing you wrote was fuck I meant. Luca said Tony's Brown had headaches too. Nick said, "I randomly watched The Dark Knight the other night. Never actually seen it before." You know, I've not seen any of them lot. I've not seen any of the Batman films since like what I would call the original ones. So you know when the Christian Bale ones came out, I've not seen any Batman films since. I've not seen any of the Christian Bale ones or later. That's a saw Red Dwarf movie the other night, the one with the feral cat king. I hadn't seen it, but did you like that? I thought, yeah, right. For one of their modern things, yeah, what's that called? The Promised Land. I thought The Promised Land was really good because like I think Red Dwarf peaked in sort of series 2, 3, 4. Back then, they peaked in about series 4. I've always liked them, but they've gone down a little bit because anything does when it's got 13 series. But I thought The Promised Land was right back up there how it used to be. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, Metallic. There's going to be a documentary where I do the whole history of the Spirograph from what I know. I'm going to interview some people who have had real experiences with the Spider-Verse, and I'm going to read out Zed's book, amongst other things. I was going to try and get it done for tonight. But now that I haven't got it done for tonight, it gives me another whole week to record even more. So yeah, look out for that soon. Dan said, "How long do WWA usually take to dispatch?" You know what? I haven't got a clue. I've not actually ordered anything from them for over 15 years, but I used to get quite a bit. I don't know, Dan. Sorry. Irishman, how you doing, mate? The Batman? I do. I want to see all of them. I'll watch all of them one day. It's just I'm going to be so far behind one day. I'm going to have to watch fucking about fucking 20. Doubtford was full of plot holes. Where were they? Yeah. Oh, why they were in the medical bay instead of the cockpit. Yeah, I know. I never look into it that much, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. All right, yeah, Ben's messaged me. Let me see. He's going to go to bed, so I'm probably not going to bother doing the late night one now. Yeah, he's going to go to bed. So I said to him, "Are you going to go to bed?" You know, because I would if I see him. I'd just go to bed. You don't drink. Right, so sadly, Rich, I won't be doing a late night one tonight or anyone. It would have been sober anyway. So, well, let's see. I might change my mind, but yeah, probably not. Well, that's his message just come through. Yeah, it should be quite funny. Hopefully, people will enjoy it. It should be funny. Yeah, bit of comedy, bit of. I've changed a bit of the sort of history of it, so we can get away from parts of it, not the funny stuff, but you know. Right, Crypt Ray, do mate. He said, "Hello, can I come up for the after party?" Yeah, sadly, I'm not going to now, Crypt. I would have had you on, but it was because the only reason I was going to come on later is because my cousin Ben's dog died today. There ain't no finders keepers. I can't anyway. I don't want to have. I've got a blood test Monday. I don't want them testing me after that. They'll probably keep me in. No, but next weekend I will be. Next weekend I will be. But yeah, but I was going to do a late night one for Ben because his missus ain't there and his kids ain't there. His dog died today. His missus had already gone away yesterday for an well, I'll think about it. If people really badly want me to come on, I will. All right, let me think about it. Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, metallic. I know. It's a shot. Yeah, some of the late night ones are very good. But yeah. Right, where am I? Cryptus, yeah. Crypt said you can come up for my Google. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, he said something about his dog had like some kind of growth on its face for a couple of days. Took it to the vets, and the vet said, "Well, unless you've got the money like here now, we can't do nothing." So he took the dog for a walk and was going to get the money later. Well, while he was taking the dog for a walk, he said it just collapsed in the woods and just died. So, and it was a big dog as well. The dog, it was a fucking I don't know what kind of dog it was, but you know, like a husky type thing, but massive. And he said it was so big he couldn't pick it up. Some woman had to come out of a wheelbarrow. He said he tried to give it CPR for about 15 minutes. Yeah, and then some woman had to come out of a fucking wheelbarrow for him to get it out of the woods. Lugo, I don't know no more than that, mate, in all honesty. Freddie said, best be off now, knackered, up at 5, shooting rabbits. Good night, mate. Good night. Yeah, the late night, I like the late night ones, but even if they've got absolutely brilliant stuff on, that's the nature of the drunk ones. You have to catch them while they're live. You know what I mean? So if there's only 6 people watching, they get the privilege of watching it, and they're the only fuckers who remember it. And then don't forget the rule: what happens on a drunk stream stays on a drunk stream. Crypto, I sent you a message on Google. Oh, yeah, let me check that out. Let me check that, Crypto. I keep forgetting about that because I wanted to see that. What was it? Google Chat, isn't it? Yeah, let's see if I've got the message. Right, I'll see the message, mate. Where did they come up on here? Select a conversation. Sorry, I'm just looking for this. Do you know what, Slingshot? I still can't find the thing. ERZ, I just... Zed said, are my comments still not showing up? No, I've... Oh, Zed said, you worried they might find too much blood in your alcohol stream? Yes, exactly, yes. Yeah, fuck that. Right, I'll keep looking into this Slingshot and we'll work it out, but I can't see the message at the minute on Google Chat. Tim said, best be off. An hour's less sleep, up tomorrow early for a carbon. Yeah, good night, mate. Yeah, when's the clocks going back? Is that tonight? Dan said, night, Timbo. And I love that nice build, brother. Oh, I need to watch that. Yeah, I forgot you've got a new video on, Tim. Yeah, I ain't been on all fucking week, really. My talent said, weirdly, I can't remember last week's late night stream. I was sober. Can't even remember if I came on or not. That's good. I don't know. That's a good sign. You don't want to. No one wants to remember the drunk streams. What would the other thing? Google. What's the other thing? Google Meet, isn't it? Yeah, on Google. Irishman said you definitely did not do that, Metallic. On game on camera. That's right. Oh, clocks are going forward. It's fall back, spring forward. I can never bloody remember. Someone has to just tell me at some point. Put your clock forward an hour later, or whatever. There was I don't know if you've ever heard of Ian Lee. He used to be, well, he still is a comedian. He's a radio host now, but he used to do this piss take thing where he would do, instead of fall back, spring forward, he would do fall forward, spring back, and keep saying that on the radio on things like LBC to confuse the viewers and get the listeners, keep getting them to ring up and have arguments with him about it, because he would say it's spring forward. No, not spring forward. Yeah, fall forward, spring back. And then the other one he used to have arguments with them about was how a ton of bricks is heavier than a ton of feathers. Did you know that? It's just not true. Hey, gone tactical. I would have let him stay if he just wrote one comment. Fucking weirdos, isn't they? Dad said, I remember one drunk stream after the Spyro stream it was. I got woken up, so went online and saw you were still on and still going on about the bloody Spyro. Oh, he loved it. Couldn't stop talking about it. That's the only drunk live stream that's still on, I think. I keep the Christmas ones on and that, like certain ones. But that one's still on there. Nick said 10 inches a shithole anyway. Lugo said a ton of dead dogs smells worse than a ton of flowers. Sound like I missed a good stream. Yeah, we'll do another one soon. So what I'm going to do next weekend, I'll probably be on... I don't know when I'm going to put this Spyroverse video on. It's going to be about an hour, I reckon. So what I'll do, I'll put it on as a premiere. So I'll be finishing in about an hour and 15 minutes, Slingshot. So I'll put a premiere on. So when I do the Spyroverse video, it will be a I think it'd be about an hour. I might stretch it to an hour and a half, so like a proper documentary, like a proper film. It's going to be at least an hour, but half an hour of it's going to be reading out Zed's story. I'll put a premiere on so we can talk live, and then as soon as that finishes, it will go onto a live stream. But I may have to stop it because I want to do a StreamYard stream. Cryptid, when does this stream end, Mike? So I can be ready to send you an email. Yeah, I'll probably finish about midnight, and it's about 11 o'clock now, so about an hour and 5 minutes. That's the only comment I will make about last week was I didn't get up till 7 p.m. on a Sunday.
Pisshead.
Yeah, I had a good old fucking hangover, I tell you. And for at least 4 days, I kept saying to myself, "Oh, fucking hell, why did you say that? That's fucking hell." I just kept doing that for about 4 days, every now and then when I'd suddenly remember something. You don't want to, no one wants to remember these things. I think I probably slept in most. I have a habit when I'm hungover. I have a habit of I'd probably go to bed at about. I think I did, maybe a fucking 9 o'clocker again. I can't remember. 9 o'clock in the morning. Go to bed and then I'll wake up at about 2 in the afternoon and I'm still drunk, and the hangover hasn't hit me because I'm actually still drunk, and I'll get up like I'm perfectly fine. And then I'll start having a waking hangover. And then after about 2 hours, the hangover starts to come fully on. And then I have to go back to bed. So I'll wake up at 2, be up for about 2 hours, 2 in the afternoon, be up for about 2 hours. And at 4 p.m., I have to go back to bed again. And then I get up at fucking about 9 o'clock at night. But yeah. Yeah, it's just about 11 o'clock in the UK right now. Well, you can send me an email. Oh, you mean Google Meet's email, don't you, Slingshot? So yeah, so next Friday, I might do the. Does people want to see the Spyroverse video next Friday? Then shall I do that? Is Friday a good night? Because Saturday, Saturday I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going for a walk in the night. And I'm going to film it. So Saturday next week, I might just do a normal Saturday night. Unless, do you know what? I could do the Spyroverse. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. But I wouldn't mind doing. No. It's all right. We'll do the Spyroverse video and then stream afterwards. Yeah, because it won't be 2.5 hours long. Saturday, I'll do a normal stream. And then I'm going to go off at 12 and I'm going to walk down to the graveyard. At midnight, and I'm gonna put I've got a GoPro and a thing you can put on your chest or your head, and I'll film the whole walk, but it obviously won't be live. And then I'll upload, if there's any funny bits in it or whatever, I'll upload that whenever in the week. But if we go down to the cemetery graveyard and get back reasonably early, I might do a late night one Saturday. But I obviously wouldn't be back till about 2 o'clock in the morning, even if it was early. My guts are playing up like fucking mad today. The talent said could try the watch together thing for the Spyro thing. What I'll do, Metallic, is it'll be you can do a thing called a premiere. So the video will be playing and there'll be a chat down the side, so we can all chat to each other while we're watching it. Yeah. Is that what you mean? Yeah, premiere. Yeah, that's what I'll do. For that, I'll do a premiere. Yeah, premiere. They can have a live chat down the side. I'll do that for most long videos anyway, because you just seem to get more sort of you get more comments and more content out of it. So not content, but interactivity out of it. Yeah, any long videos, because a lot of it's just better to do. Yeah, if I'll do a premiere and it'll have a live chat down the side while we're watching it. Luca said hangover gets worse with every decade of age. At 22 it's painless, 62 it's like getting it. Yeah, I bet it is, because they fuck me over now. They fucking destroy me now. I've even had to stop drinking certain things because when I used to drink certain things, I would get a 3-day hangover. On the first day, I'd literally be bedridden. Tactical said, I will say, as I sent to Mike, he was expecting Barraclough and he got Mikhailov. Exactly. He tricked me. I folded pretty quickly. Through Slingshot Warrior under the bus in about a second. Slingshot, you missed all this, didn't you? I've still got those videos on here. I can play them ones. Slingshot, you missed all this, didn't you?
That's beautiful. That's what we call diarrhea.
This one, I wish I flipped it.
Okay, Doki. Well, well, this is my workout routine.
What did it? Was he on when I did this? I don't think you got to see any of this. What's the other one? I thought there was one more.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
There you go, things. Did you know you was in prison last week? No, you didn't. Didn't you know that? You was in prison with me last week, Slingshot. In the cell next to me. And I said, Mike, I liked your jousting. It was cool. I did that on the spur of the moment, just out of boredom, because I think I was thinking about getting the green screen out, and I thought, yeah, fuck it. Because partly doing this Spyverse stuff is because the green screen's out already. I have got a green screen up there, but when it's too high, it's always got fucking crinkles in it. The other one I've got's a bit better, and I can have it a lot lower. Tell you what, doing green screen can be a fucking bastard. If you don't light it absolutely perfectly, any little wrinkle means the green screen don't work properly when you try to put the effects on it. Yeah, when you try to make it invisible, essentially. Because it has to be all one colour. So you have to light it all in. Yeah, it can be an absolute nightmare. It can take you ages to try and get it to fucking work. And then you just have to, put up with it, sort of thing. Yeah, forget about that. Yeah, Chris, I know who's really in jail. Henderson. Fuck's sake. I'm going to have to mention, I'm going to mention something, and we're not allowed to talk about that, right? So we bought, I'd say it as vaguely as possible. We bought some food last night. No more food talk. Even as a joke, you get timed out if you do, right? We bought some food last night, and my mum had been putting the initials to the people who had bought it. And as I was looking through, I had a little giggle to myself because that was CCC. Oh, fuck's sake. And Tarrant said, I used to get hangovers from weed years ago. I was a hash smoker. Yeah, I don't think. No, you saying that, I think you can get some kind of sort of residuals from it, can't you? Almost like I'd describe like a come down off of it, innit, sort of thing. Yeah, I suppose it depends how much you smoke. Because as with anything I've ever done, I've always done everything in excess when I do it. I've always done it excessive. Everything I fucking do, I always do it excessively. Yeah, and you do get like a sort of come down off it, don't you? Yeah. As I say, it probably depends how much you smoke and what you smoke. That's what I signed my name on a high score table as CCC tonight. Yeah, I looked at this fucking thing, and it said CCC. One word, Peach. Friction burns. I mean, you have to abstain for quite a while. Mr. X said, my ex loves blonde hash. Nice. I just saw the word X and blonde at first and thought, where's she going? Yeah, anything, Peach. Metallic said it was like a bad ME day, though. I couldn't do anything. Yeah, strange, isn't it? Strange. How's the wart? Fuck off. Alright, Tactical's getting timed out. Well, it ain't no bigger. And it ain't no fucking wart. Thank you, Crypt. Today goes a nice close up. I've done the sheath if you haven't seen it. Pigeon, how's the hand? Still a bit stiff. I can't tell if that's a piss take or not. I can't remember what I've said now. No, I ain't too bad now. I felt like shit all week. Headaches. I didn't even turn the computer on for 2 days. Like, at all. Didn't turn the computer on. It's very, very bizarre, these headaches. Because I say about the headaches and the computer giving me headaches. I've sat at this computer for fucking 8 hours today editing videos. I've not had a single headache. I ain't got one now. So it's Pete, I never know. Damn, still a bit stiff. I never know sometimes, you know what I mean? Do you know what? I've only ever seen Hot Fuzz once. Tactical said, sing steamy now. It ain't no warts. It's plain to see. It's a wanking burn. That's good to be. Oh, fuck's sake. Mr. X said, finger's pretty sensitive, but I figure it's just a time. Yeah. Once you'd have, once the old skin's, you got a couple of layers of skin back on there. I suppose if it don't get, if it stays sensitive, you'll probably have to put something over it for a while, wouldn't you? Even just some fucking plasters over it or something, just to protect the sensitive skin underneath. I've actually only ever seen Hot Fuzz once. Do you reckon, Pete? It might be. Fuzzy, you've been fingering too many birds, Mike. Oh, God's sake. Remember, there are women in the chat, There are some women in the chat. I'm going to do one more of these, but I'm going to have to do some saving up again. I'm going to do one more. Slightly different curve. Same length blade. D-guard, though, next time. And I'll probably do the pouches on the sheath as well, because I think I got a bit sort of impatient with this. Because I kept feeling ill. I just wanted to do it when I wanted to do it, and that required not filming it. And then when I didn't film it, because I even forgot to put this is supposed to have a fuller on it. So the next one will have a fuller, both sides, similar blades, same length, and a D guard. That's what I should have said, Les. What's a woman? That's saying something, actually. I just realised in all of my clips, I've got, let's count how many clips I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 clips. There's not a single woman in any of them. What is that saying about us, eh? Gundam says, like a short sword. That is pretty much, yeah. Said, I reckon that growth thing of Mike's is going to turn into a claw. Not like Wolverine. But it'll be so small. Mike's superhero and it would be the Nad bite. I looked up for a second. I thought that said 70 viewers. I got excited for a second then. Tara said, WC, get WC showing off. He can count without taking his socks off. No clips from the kitchen then, only this one. I'm not playing the whole video, by the way.
Hello, this is Slingshot Warrior. I've decided to do a little bit of cooking. Gotta do some washing before we do some cooking. That's what we call diarrhea.
Crypto said, I'm surprised you haven't done a giant cleaver. That's on my list. That is on my list. I'm just trying to find the right sort of base thing to do it with. It's difficult to find a really wide blade. You know what I mean? If I could find something with a really wide blade already hardened and tempered, I definitely would slingshot. Metallic said, Tactical Pirate, are you being sarcastic? I hate sarcasm.
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son? That's one of my least favourite things, that happens to be sarcasm.
Did you see when I rolled up the hat on my head? I actually rolled up the hat and wore it like that. British Fire said, where did you get your leather for the sheath? I get my leather off eBay. eBay, basically. I don't know what the thing was called. Dan said, anyone had an Acer laptop before? I've had a couple. Yeah, eBay. I fucking chucked the weirdly enough, up to about 2 days ago, I had the little card that had the fucking up last night or yesterday. That's all I can find. There you go. Summer craft supplies. Because I thought I don't need the card. I can just let's go back on eBay and buy again. Then said, what's a woman? It's a blow-up doll. That's an impertinence to talk back. Go to on eBay. So eBay's good, isn't it? eBay's good. Dan said, any good? I'll be honest with you. Every laptop I've ever had, I've always regretted buying them, to be honest, because they'll pack up a lot sooner than computers do. I don't know. And because it's harder to maintain and change stuff on a laptop, isn't it? But no, I ain't got a clue, Dan. I ain't got a clue. Tell said, this stream is shite. I've had blisters, which are more fun. You get one of these instead.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras. I'm being absolutely straight with you. A fucking joke?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Crypto said, you can get slingshot rifles on eBay, Mike. I'm still going to make one. I've still got that trigger. I just ain't got round to it yet. I will make one, though. Yeah, I'll make one soon. I said I'd make one in 2022. We've still got 9 months to go yet. I said, a neighbour of mine says about prostitutes, you don't pay them for a service, you pay them to leave. That's actually quite good. I just slung that over there thinking my bin was there now. T-Bone Snake, you're right, mate. He said, I want to play PC games. If you want to play PC games, laptops are shite. Get a proper tower PC. Yeah, I really don't know much about laptops other than every single laptop I've ever had. And every single laptop, pretty much anyone, apart from 2, every laptop anyone's ever had in this house is fucked. The fans always go. It's either the fans or the heatsink shit. Always go really quick. Compared to computers anyway. But I don't know. But we've had a couple of Acers. HP one, I think. Dell. But no, I know what you mean, Dan. He said, yeah, he needs to be a laptop. There probably are good ones, though. Rita says, still going to make one 3 years later. Still no slingshot rifle. Like, yeah, exactly. It's coming. You know me, though. I take my time. But it's a laptop's for business, not for gaming. T-Bird said, yeah, laptops run too hot. But that's the issue I always had. They always run too hot and then they turn off. When I had my when I used to do my editing on a laptop, I would have it on this thing here, and the fucking thing would overheat and turn off while I was editing. See you in a bit, Crypto and Lewis. Good night, mate. So yeah, did you hear me, Rich? I won't be on later. I don't think there's much point. But I'll stay until good 12. Rich, if you want to come on at the end of this one, though, you can. You don't have to come on. You can come on this one still. If you want to come on at the end of this, is that all right? Do you want to come on like 11:45 or something? You can come on in here. Yeah. Just to show your sword, your falchion. Oh, my fucking stomach, man. That's what you get when you eat fucking Chinese for 5 fucking meals. No more food talk. Yeah, I don't know what the next project will be. I ain't got nothing planned at the minute. I'm thinking of making some stuff to sell soon. So the next set of projects, it might be knives that might be up for sale. So it might still be a big old Bowie. Can you hear it? But yeah, the thing is, the microphone's like about that far away from my stomach. There might be some big old Bowies and stuff potentially for sale soon. Mr. X said, my laptop sits on one of those calling pad things. That's it. Well, do you know what I did in the end, Mr. X? My one used to turn off so much. I got a plastic box, like them big tubs you can store things in. I've got a smallish fan that was about that big, cut a hole in the top of this box, zip tied it so the fan was sticking up, and then I would put that box down, plug the fan in, and put my laptop on top of it. And you know what? That fucking never turned off after that. Because it'd have a fucking fan on full blast shooting up into the vents. And because that's essentially what a cooling pad does, isn't it? That would do it. That was like my homemade one. T-Bone said, if it has to be a laptop, then Lenovo makes some decent ones. But yeah, I bet you can find, research it. I bet you find some good ones. Richard, I thought laptops were for stealth watching porns. You closed the screen in the flash. There you go. Richard knows the score. Metallic said, I have an Asus one. That is that's a keep cool one. I also had a solid state hard drive put in it. I think that's what it's got. That is what it is, yeah. And I've never had an issue with it getting. Maybe that makes a difference then, Metallic. I didn't know that. Yeah, so put a solid state hard drive in it. You ain't got no moving fucking bits then, I suppose. Not like, yeah. Yeah, good point. I never thought about that. Yeah, I got so desperate that I put a fucking fan inside a box, basically. So the fan was sticking up, and I'd put the laptop on. So basically, my laptop used to sit on top of a fan, and that used to work. Harry said, really good idea selling weapons. I reckon you could do well with that. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I'm fucking skint as well. I've literally barely got nothing now. So I think I'm gonna have to make some stuff to sell. And I can always sell the quivers and that, but I want a couple of things I can sell for a reasonable amount and get a decent amount in one go, per se. I don't have to keep selling. I like, the quiver's all right, but to get any money, to get a decent amount of money, I have to sell 10 quivers to make a decent bit of money. Whereas potentially I could sell a decent big old fuck off knife with a lovely sheath like that for about the same price as 10 quivers anyway. Mr. X said I should open it up and blow all the dust out. Yeah, that would help. Yeah. That's it. If your nappy is overheating, just replace the thermal paste. It'll cost you less than a tenner. Yeah, well, that's a good point. I remember you saying that. I don't bother with laptops. I'm better off with a computer anyway, but I know what you mean. Nick said, Dan, for the money, get yourself an Asus one. Lugo said, imagine if Vlad zapped all the porn in the world. Kick us back to the 1800s. I've still got a reasonable collection. I don't need no internet. Metallic said there's no swirly whirly man hiding inside my laptop. Yeah, exactly. That's getting a little, yes, too close to comfort, isn't it? It just starts making you think of these bloody spygraphs. Yeah, there's a spinning disc inside there. Oh, giving me the creeps. I'll be honest with you, I've been doing so much fucking spygraph shit. I'm surprised I ain't been dreaming about it. Richard said to Tactical, I hate watching porn on a touchscreen phone. If you pause for a second while scrolling, I almost end up sharing the video on Twitter or Facebook. Fuck's sake. T-Bone said, if Putin blacks out the internet, then I'd be happy going back to looking for pages of porn magazine, stuff inside garden edges. Yeah, great fun. Yeah, I'll be out there. But first time in ages, wandering around the woods. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just going for a walk, searching around for black bin bags. Although now I know why the pages are stuck together, it might put me off slightly. I'll probably have to wear rubber gloves. I don't think I'd even touch them nowadays. But as a kid, when you used to find pornos, I never actually knew why. You know, when I say a kid, I mean like 8 or 10 years old. I never actually knew why the pages were stuck together. We used to just rip them out, chuck them. Yeah. I just said to Richard, how do you have a spare hand for scrolling and pausing? Yes, Rich, exactly. Oh, I don't want to know, actually. No, don't tell us. So the trouble is, Mike, your porno collection is so old, most of the women will be dead by now. Wanking over that would be kind of like necrophilia. Well, yeah, exactly. I'm not going to go down that any deeper, but yeah, good old hedge porn. Ours was normally, well, no, it was, but it was normally in the woods under a hedge. Normally a holly bush, and you just see a little bit of black bag sticking out from under some leaves. As a kid, you used to just find it like that. I think it's because you're just more inquisitive, aren't you? You're sort of more likely to be looking around, wondering what. Yeah, as an adult, you're a bit of rubbish. Yeah. As a kid, we just thought the pages got wet in a way they had. Yeah, exactly. But you didn't really know, did you? It didn't, you didn't really know what it was. Now I know. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to. Right, where are we? T-Bone said, give me the good old I need to show that. Give me the good old days when between a lady's thighs it looked like Chewbacca yawning. Richard said, Mike, block Zed now. He's kink shaming your dinosaur age porn. I've actually got some. Well, I haven't got any, but I know there's there, I suppose they are mine now. But I'm pretty sure we got some in the loft from the probably the 60s. Be antiques by now, wouldn't they? What's that? 60? Getting off 60 years old, aren't they? Look at now. Luger said a rolled up porn mag could be a good weapon. Biohazard. Oh, God. Just pictured some weird old shit then in my head that I didn't really want to think of. Dan said, can't find an Asus one for the right price spec. Anyone had an Acer Predator Triton? Yeah, wrong place to ask on here. Well, not necessarily, but you know what I mean. But yeah, Rich, if you wanted to come on, say 12:45, let me know. It doesn't matter if you don't. You can always save it for another day. Yes, Metallic, save us from ourselves. Let's say Foxy's on as well. Who bought this fucking type of carpet? Me, wasn't it? Yeah, so next week I'll try and get a couple of videos done because I didn't even put a single video out this week, did I? I don't think. Ah, right, Rich. That's fair enough, mate. He said, "No, I won't bother coming on, Mike." I might do the shooting. Yeah, I'll do the shooting competition against Jim versus Slingshot versus Stu because I don't actually have to do any shooting for that. It's just editing it. It's solely editing it. I'm going to do another couple of sort of indoor videos. Is there any other shit I have to get? And I'll do a review for the 3D cabin stuff for the new 3D cabin printed crossbow accessories because I still need to do that. Irishman, I remember finding a big bag of health and efficiency mags. There was even a half-size annual type book with a picture on every page. One of the best days of my life. Tactical said, "Does he no joke? The way your belly is singing, that might be the cause of the headaches. Gastric distress can cause." Well, weirdly today, I haven't got a headache though today. That's the strange thing. Yeah, I think it's what I've been eating, tactical. But you know, if it was like that all the time, well, it tends to be on the weekends. No, weirdly enough, I ain't got a headache today. But no, good point. Yeah, it's bizarre. Bizarre. I don't know. Tactical's fucking weird. Just said to Richard, that was for your Block Z comment. Right. T-Bone said, "I feel the internet and digital cameras really spoiled things. There was something special about holding a Polaroid. If I could show you them, I'd show you something that I didn't find them. I'll tell you a little story. It was weird. I must have been out pissed out my face, and I caught someone trying to break into a car. They saw me and ran off. And as they ran off, I recognised who they were. And it was one of my mates. And I shouted at him. I said, "Oh, no, it's me. You know, come here." And he comes over to me, and we're just having a sort of drunken chat. He's pissed, I'm pissed. And he says to me, "Look what I found in the bin." Pulls out this wad of Polaroids about that fat of all nude pictures, including the woman pregnant. Yeah, all nude Polaroids of this woman. And he said he'd found them up because where we live, there's flats near us, and those flats have communal bins. And people would often hang around on the bins. You know, if you're a teenager near flats, your area you would doss about at is the bins. You don't think about it at the time. Sitting around stinking old bins as your fucking recreation. Sit on the bins for fuck's sake. But anyway, he said he'd been sat on the bins, looked in the bin, found this fucking. I've got them now in a box under my bed. They've been there for about 20 years. Never known who the woman was. Yeah, I've no idea. I don't exactly go around showing them, but it must have been someone who lived around here and up them flats. Yeah, but I've got them now. What a fucking I'll show you on the late night stream one night, but I could still get in shit for it, couldn't I? Matthias said, "Our poxy laptop kicked me off." You've missed. You missed a. I don't know. I wouldn't say you missed a treat, but yeah, you're probably better off. You're probably better off you weren't on. Mr. Axon, I'm going to have a search for my desktop, and I've got my old video editing software on it. Nice one. Crypto's back. He was pumping iron. Oh, you know I'm going to have to play that video, don't you?
Okay, dokie. Well, well, this is my workout routine.
There you go. Crypto said, How post-apocalyptic situation? How would you make your security system work? I'm not sure. I suppose I would definitely probably hammer loads of nails. I'd get boards, hammer nails into them, and put those on the tops of my fences. That would probably help. Post-apocalyptic, I'd in a post-apocalyptic situation where it wouldn't matter anymore and I'd never be using the stuff anymore, I'd probably take all of the tin, the tin roofing off my shed and board up my windows with it. Because it's not going to matter. My shed's got wood underneath the tins anyway, so I'd probably cover up all the front windows and any that could be got at with the tins, and then also stuff inside. I won't say all of it, but yeah. And also, there's you can't always do all your fencing anyway because not all fencing's secure, if you know what I mean. Lucas said internet porn has ruined it for plain Janes and frigid Bridgets. They cannot collar a man for life. Well, you say that though. That's coming back into fashion again now. Now that there's sort of OnlyFans and that. The sort of glamorous sort of porn side, the sort of silicone breasts, all that kind of stuff is sort of going out a bit now to more sort of natural looking women, I think, from what I know. But you know what I mean? Anyone can be in the porn industry now, can't they? Whereas you would only ever get porn in pornos or readers' wives. Now literally anyone can earn money doing pornography. Gundam said, you're probably armed and armored more than most Brits. Put it this way, I've got enough knives for every, not that I'd need them, for every finger, toe, and then do that by about 10 times maybe. Tactical said, as Bob 942 says, get some driveway alarms. I've got some on his advice and never miss a post. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't want to say everything, Crypto. I didn't want to tell you everything. I could tell you everything privately, but I don't want to tell everyone my security systems. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want to tell you everything. I've already got multiple cameras. I think we got at least about five cameras. But in a post-apocalyptic situation, you may not have electricity. Yeah. Not post-apocalyptic situation, you probably ain't, but you know what I mean. But yeah, alarms. Well, all right, let's change it. Let's do right, slingshot. Right, what we'll do is theoretical situations. So not necessarily what I've got, but let's discuss what would be a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, let's discuss security arrangements. Not necessarily what you've got, but what you think's a good idea. Yeah. So you want some kind of alarm systems. I suppose if you've got electrical things, if you have electric, see, because you could still have electric, because you could have a generator, or solar power, which both of those things are affordable and easy to get nowadays. So yeah, I think if you've got fences or walls that are security, not a shitty little fence someone can kick down, it'd be worth having spikes on the top of it or barbed wire. The problem is barbed wire, unless you already have it, it's hard to get, potentially. You could get it before, but getting a board and just hitting nails into it would be pretty easy, because you can even pull nails out of things to do that. Yeah, alarm systems like cans and bells. Exactly, Slingshot. Gundad said, Mike, I've seen your bro made boob trap. That's it, yeah, he did. Yeah, and he even put Ukrainian title on it. Yeah, Tanner Lecky goes out, chat Monty outside, listen to him barking exactly. Yeah, dog. There you go, a dog. A dog would be good. That's one of the things what they in Terminator, don't they? They have dogs because the dogs can tell whether it's a fucking machine before a man can. There is a post-apocalypse have lack security intruder advice. You can Intruder arrives, you can eat him. Grip said tin cans on strings, bells on strings. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, bells on strings and tin cans. Anything that would make a noise. Mr. X said, I'd be right as far as power goes. I've got a few portable solar panels and 4 big ass batteries. Exactly. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. There's solar power, there's generators. So you could still use security cameras in that situation. You could board all your windows and still have security cameras and use them. Zed said, put lots of small cow traps hidden on the small piles of dirt in your garden. The scream of interlopers would work as well as an alarm. Yeah, that's a good one, Zed. Actually, I like that. Grit said, I only saw one thing. I don't support either side. I'll only say one thing. I don't support either side. Yeah, that's fair enough. We don't really discuss it on here. It comes up, but yeah, that's fair enough. Metallic's got kicked off again. What's the matter with you? Is it your internet playing up tonight? Sing, how you doing, mate? He said, carpet gripper strips on fence panels, rip rounds. Yeah, yes, yeah. Oh, the fucking little bastards they are. We always used to describe that as getting bitten. When you're doing flooring, you'd have to get the carpet grippers up, and every now and then you'd get bitten by one, and it feels like something bit you. Yeah. Yeah, you just have weird little ways of putting things. Yeah, we'd say, yeah, just got bitten by a bit of carpet gripper. Doesn't make sure all you backup power needs are in a Faraday cage. If an EMP hits, they're useless unless shielded. Right. Right, yeah. There you go. Crypto, an EMP attack could fry all your electronics. Metallic says sometimes it's a relentless twat. Yeah, Tactical, you saying about those driveway alarms? I have got one of them set up, but not in the driveway. It's in a different place. But they're easy to set up, aren't they? Mr. X is pretty safe from the sort of thing way down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was watching a video about that. He said New Zealand, Australia, and some of South America. That'd be where everyone's going if they want to repopulate places, and amongst other places. But that's like the big areas. Lugo said, best security, become a cult leader. Sleep was some other idiot keeps video. Exactly. Mr. X, I just set up one of those driveway alarms for my dog. He loves it. Well, them kind of things are good, though. So what's everyone's plans tomorrow? It's Mother's Day tomorrow, isn't it? Is it tomorrow? There you go, Nick. Nick's doing his IT work tonight. Nick's working hard for his Nick's working hard tonight. Silius, how you doing, mate? He said, do you own a fishing priest? No, but I have made some before and sold them. I watched a bloke on here on YouTube years ago make a lovely one from scratch on a lathe. Weighted on the end with a nice lump of lead inside the wood. Yeah, I've actually made a couple before. Crypto said a sad occasion for you. Why? What's the matter? What tomorrow? Oh, your mother. Yeah, sorry, Slingshot. Yeah, because of your mother. Yeah, it is Mother's Day tomorrow, is it? Yeah, I'm sorry about that, mate. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's very recent for you. That's going to be your first one without your mum, isn't it? Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, forgot about that. Yeah, it was the reason I don't know if you heard, the reason I didn't live stream last night is because yesterday would have been my dad's 73rd birthday. So me and Malk came around and my other brothers and, my sister lives here anyway. And, had family round and just did like what we would have done, if he was still here, you know what I mean? That's why I wasn't on. Mr. X says, Silius, yeah, I make them and collect them. There you go. Oh, yeah, Mr. X makes some lovely fucking, clubs and battens and fishing pole. Yeah, absolutely lovely things. Where am I? No, where was that? A tactical said, plus cheap tip, go to Poundland and get some window alarms. A quid each. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Yeah, window alarms. I'm skinning, butchering, and making sausages from a muntjac in the doghouse with my daughter, and I might miss most of them. I'll say, ha ha, fuck's sake, what are you doing? Ah, well. That sounds good, though. Sounds good. But yeah, as you say, it's not what I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. Probably well, I don't know. I'll ask my mum what she wants to do. If it's something I can do, I'll do that. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing planned. Probably editing videos all day. Giving myself a headache. No, so weirdly enough, I've been on the computer all day today. Fucking hell, I'll tell you what, editing that fucking and I've read out the Spyroverse book. Oh my fucking god, I think that took me over an hour to edit about 4 minutes of it. Because I'm not happy with certain gaps. So obviously there's bits where I fucked up and I have to cut them out. But I left there's some pauses I don't like, so I have to. Yeah, it's very, very slow to edit. There's a lot of it. Because I don't do a lot of reading out loud, apart from on here. It's not the same thing. Because it don't matter the sort of pace you read out when you read out comments. Irishman said my tablet packed up last week, and so I dug out my mobile to download WhatsApp. But for some reason, Google services disappeared from the Poxy thing, so no Play Store. That's fucking weird, isn't it? Weird that shit. I've been tempted. I ain't got the money anyway, but I've been tempted to save up or make some shit and sell it. Not this, but make some stuff like this and sell it. Buy a new phone myself. Because when I bought my phone, I didn't really think about a lot of things. I just thought about getting a decent bit of memory on the phone. Or I never used the memory in the phone. And the RAM on that, it's about 2 gigabyte RAM, and it's slow as fuck for a phone for what I want. And do you know how many apps I've got on it? So I've seen people have hundreds of apps on theirs. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 apps on my phone, and that's too many. Metallic said, if I didn't have such a strong accent, I'd offer to do the reading for you. Jack and Ori star. It's not. I don't mind doing it. I'll tell you what. It's a cunt fucking. I'm just not used to reading out loud. I don't mind, but no, I'd appreciate that. That'd be good. Metallic. Well, yeah, I'm going to be sat in front of a fireside, sat in front of a fire, reading it out. Yeah. It should be right once it's done. It's just I wasn't happy with some of the gaps between bits, and obviously there's bits where I mess up. Yeah, it's weird reading out loud. Try to read you can read perfectly fine in your head. There's nothing I can't read. Sometimes I can't pronounce words off the top of my head on here. Sometimes just so I get a bit of a brain fucking thing. But there's nothing I can't read. But as soon as you're fucking reading it out loud, you say it wrong or you get fucking twisted up. Zed said, did you manage to read it without pissing yourself laughing? I did, but that was hard. Yes, I did manage to. There's a couple of little smirks you'll see. I'm putting on ever so slight voices as well. So for the woman, I am doing I do a little bit of effeminate when I do the women's voices. I looked just before I did it. I looked up how to read out loud. How to read out loud. I can't remember what it was. How to read out loud. I don't know. It was a video, and it told you a couple of little pointers to read out loud better. No, I'll tell you what, Metallic, though, your accent, it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll give it a bit more sort of, You make it more interesting. Jack Nagori, yeah. Didn't do Pam Ayres any harm. I was listening to her on the fucking radio the other day. I read that, didn't I? Yeah. But yeah, it's taken quite a while to edit. Little gaps in it that I'm trying to. There should once it's done, a lot of the gaps won't even be noticeable. And it should be right. Everything you fucking see on the telly is fucking edited anyway, isn't it? Fucking hell, I've got a load of notifications. When did he ring me? What the fuck? Here's a thought. Yes, it hurt. Do a collab with Metallic. You read the male parts and she does female parts. That's a good idea. What I'll do, I won't with this one because I've done it now. But I could always do that with the second book. If Metallic would be up for reading those bits. Oh, she's not on again. The second one, you know the story of the second one. Yeah, maybe for the second one, because I'm going to still do the film anyway. So don't forget, you lot can all still join in on the film. Yeah, that's a good idea though. Tactical. You can just, because it don't matter how you do it, just record it. You can, with me, there's like I can make it very easily done. Just film it, just do a video of it, and I'll just take your audio off of it or whatever. You don't have to be on camera. But I read bedtime stories to my grandson for about 8-9 years. He always enjoyed it. Lol. That's it. Yeah, I'm not used to reading out loud. So although I'm not bad at it, I'm not used to it. I think it's one of those things, the more you do it, you'll be better at it. And as I say, there's nothing I can't read. When you're reading in your head, you don't keep stuttering over the words and have to keep going back. But as soon as you try and read it out loud, it's not the fucking same. Unless you get used to doing it. But yeah, I watched a little video, so just to get a couple of little tips. I think it'll be all right. Mr. X, he said, right, folks, the sun is shining, so best I get outside and make a start on my lawns. See you later, Mr. X. It's good having you on, mate. I'll only be on for another 15 anyway, so you ain't really going to miss anything. I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the evening, because I might be up for another hour and a half. I may either watch a film or carry on with his fucking editing. Sometimes I just like getting it done. I'll tell you what was really fucking annoying though. I did 3 videos. I thought I'd done them perfectly. Checked them. And then the next day, I don't know if it's because I'd been doing it for so long I hadn't noticed. I checked the videos the next day. Fucking 3 of the videos had fucking spelling mistakes in the fucking subtitles. So just don't make me do a live stream. You can do one if you want. You can do one if you want. I'm going off in 15 though, no matter what. Off camera. Yeah, see you later, Mr. X. Good night, mate. Well, it ain't good night where you are, but is it? I don't even know what day it is. It's Saturday, isn't it? It's confusing to me. I can't actually remember. I googled. I know what Jackanory is, but I can't remember what the actual reading of it looks like. It probably ain't going to be far off what I'm doing though. Looking at these, I'm doing. It's going to be a bit of a fireside. Zed said, and you moan at me when I make one tiny little error. I know, I never moaned. I never moaned ever. I never moaned. I never bloody moaned. I was just because I know you'd want it perfect if it was printed. In terms of someone sitting in an armchair in a non-threatening voice reading bedtime stories. That's pretty much what I've done. Let me see if I can get your screenshot quickly. Oh, no, I can't because I'd have to. Yeah, no, it's all right. I'm going to be sat on a chair reading the book. I've got my overcoat on and a black shirt. That's going to be my theme for this. That's my character. I don't know whether to be a character or myself yet, or maybe a character. But I don't know. Yeah. I'm just reading in front of a fire. Do you want to know some of the? This will be a spoiler. Do you not want a spoiler for some of the names of the people who have had bad experiences with the Spider-Verse, or would you rather wait? Because most of them have got joke names. I'll write one of them in the chat. My crotch. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I'll have to. I did think that. Well, I'm there. There is something that comes into it like that. For the documentary, it has to be something different. But yeah, it could be like you're in therapy. No, I won't spoil the names because I think they're quite funny. Some of them you may need to translate, but when you translate them, the joke will become apparent straight away. One of them's just obvious what it is because it's pretty much just a slight variation on the name. Some of them are a little bit more complicated, but if you did Google Translate, it would come up straight away with what it is. Some of you may know because quite a lot of you are, you know your other language anyway. Uncle Albert said, "I'm not entertained."
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
You don't get stroke unless you request it either. But I'll still do, if you lot, because I know some of you will join in, I will still do the full sort of film, like interactive film for the Spider-Verse stuff. Yeah, this one's going to be, it's essentially a documentary telling you the history of the Spider-Verse. Interviews with some people who have had experiences with it. Full highlights of the live stream where we spoke about it. Yeah. And maybe some other stuff. And obviously the reading of the book. Oh, my guts are going mad today. Zed said, this is so boring, it would give Crow a stroke. I'll find that one.
Are you not entertained?
So yeah, interactive film. You can all, what I was trying to say, which I forgot, the interactive film one, you can all join in. So even if we'll sort it out because I know some people might not want to be on camera, but we might be able to do it just voices or something, but yeah, or something. Wear a mask or something. Uncle Albert said, I had a book published a few years ago. It was called During the War. Oh, fuck's sake. Fucking old Uncle Albert. Said, in one of the old stories I wrote, Humpty Dumpty years ago, had a psycho chef called Hammond Chips. Yes, there you go, perfect. Yeah, stuff like that. Sam Op, how are you? You alright? Yeah, 35k subs. Exactly. might make 40k in about a year, probably. It's slow as fuck at the minute. I get about 200 subs. Oh, no, it won't be. It'll be about 6 months. At the minute, I get about 200 subs a month. So 5 or 6 months might have 40k. But I don't think, you know, it's going to be a long time before I ever get 100,000, if ever. If it was fucking YouTube, probably wouldn't even still be on then. Oh, Metallic, I don't know why I didn't say that. Yeah. Metallic said people could come on camera but blurred to protect their privacy. I don't know why I didn't even say that, because the 3 fucking interviews I've just done is exactly that. Yeah, why didn't that cross my mind? I've just done that, yeah. Because obviously the 3 interviews I've just done, I've got no actors to do it. So someone's had to do all the acting again. I was going to guess, like Japanese pubis. Exactly. I completely forgot about that. I don't know why that didn't even cross my mind. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, all of the interviews in this one are going to have to be pixelated to protect their privacy. Exactly. That is it. Why didn't I? Yeah, that completely went over my head, even though that's what I've been doing for the past 3 days. Yeah. And obviously, I've just had to stand in front of a green screen, change clothes each time, put something on my head or put something on that looked like a wig, because I don't own a wig, and then blur the face. So you can still see the outline at least. Yeah. Yeah. You know what, Matteo? I don't know why that didn't even come to my mind. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, I might do 2, because the only problem is the interviews I've done are very. Oh, and also to protect their identity for these ones, I've had to be doing text to voice, because obviously it's all going to be my voice. I don't do accent. I can't do shit like that. So yeah, they've had their faces blurred, and they've got like text to voice voices. But they're quite short. I don't know. I didn't realize how short the interviews was going to be when I did them. But I might do 2 more interviews with 2 more other random. And voice change too. Exactly. I might do 2 more interviews with 2 other Spyroverse people who they don't necessarily have to be victims. Could be a relative of someone. I might have a think tonight of 2 more. 2 more people involved, so it could be someone who knows someone. It don't have to necessarily be people who've received things like Crinkle Cut Cock. So without spoiling it, there's one person who's a bit of a he's very interested in the Spyroverse, and he's been looking into it, and I think there's something wrong with him. There's a bloke who's an actual victim of a spirograph, and there's someone else who's a relative of someone. And as I don't know if I said that, well, I did say that I've changed a little bit of it now. Well, I might as well say, I won't tell you specifically what I've done, but because the element of children keeps coming into it, I've changed that element of it now, so that, without saying too much, what happens to kids isn't necessarily a bad thing. You know what I mean? But, but it's only adults who get sort of tortured and crinkle cut cocked. Do you know what I mean? Children either just disappear, or if they disappear, this may sound weird without context. It's probably a good thing if you think about it. Maybe they're in some kind of I think with children, the Spyverse is taking them away from bad situations. You know what I mean? The ones who disappear. But adults tend to be sort of people who deserve some kind of harsh treatment. But I just want to get away from that. Anything with crinkle cut cock and chip kids. I said chips then. Just wrong in it. But yeah. Dan said, my mate's dog's girlfriend's sister's uncle's son's husband had CCC. It's on their email. I said, Uncle Albert. Oh, no, I won't read that. That's them two going on about something. Uncle Albert said, Dell will give us a lift in his Capri gear. Oh, fuck's sake. You're doing it now, Tactical. Fuck's sake. What's the matter with you? Crip said, I had a look into Mother's Day. Your Mother's Day is on a different date than ours. Ah, right. Nice one. Nice one, yeah. Nick said, like some sort of weird dynamic Peter Pan or something. I suppose. Well, put it this way. I looked into Spyroverses, which are a real thing. Spyroverses are basically multiverses. Massive multiverses, you know, millions and millions of universes, right? So why not, when kids do it, let's say a kid who's being abused at home does it, it takes him off to a nice, better place. You know, a poor innocent kid gets taken away to a good place. You know what I mean? But when adults do it, especially evil adults do it, they get taken to a completely different place where they get tortured by Spyro demons. How's that? Yeah. And it clears up all the weird bollocks of children and crinkle cut cocks. You know what I mean? I just wanted to get away from that shit. You know what I mean? It's not shit that I want to be associated with. So that got rid of. The kids who go missing tend to be abused children who are probably being taken away from a very, very bad situation, probably put somewhere nice. Do you know what I mean? Maybe an alternative universe where their parents don't fucking try and kill them. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes, Metal. That's a perfect way to put it. Yeah. So the Spyroverse takes you where you deserve to be. Exactly. That's it. Yeah. And I think the thing with kids being scared by it, these are kids who have probably come from an all right kind of, you know, a nice household, and it's warning them, you know, when they get nightmares about it or something, it's warning them away, you know. So yeah, I thought if you do that, it gets out of some of the shit that came up that night that could be construed a bit wrong. Yeah. Oh, Tactical, I thought they knew it was you. You grass. I was fucking. I thought I knew that was you tonight. I said multiverse like a very long time. But Metallic, you've just put that the perfect way there. Yeah. So the Spyverse takes you where you deserve to be. Yeah. So poor little kids who are being abused probably get taken away. They get taken away and put somewhere, you know, probably taken to an alternative reality where their parents loved them and they didn't have a kid or something, you know, or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the bastards get crinkle cut cocked. That clears that up a little bit. Zed said, bloody hell, Mark, I was thinking of doing a Spyro story just like that. Get out of my head, you bastard. I'll be honest with Zed, I think you inspired that slightly with me anyway. But yes, isn't that weird? That's weird, isn't it? But yeah. Yeah, I think that's the way to go, because then it clears up the children bit of it that was, you know, we all knew, but you know, people sort of. Crypto said, you would like the SCP universe, Mike. That's it. Yeah, similar thing, Slingshot. I want, with the Spirograph stuff, I'm going to have to, and I'm also going to have to start calling it Spiral Makers. Although I think Spirograph would be all right, but some of it's too late because I've already started calling it Spiral Makers now, just to get out of some. I don't want to keep, you know, when I read Zed's book, I can say this is a work of fiction, but my little documentary thing, I'm going to pretend it's real. So I'm going to bleep out Hasbro, Spirograph, and then say Spiral Maker at times. But yeah, that's weird, ain't it, Zed? But I think you inspired that slightly with me. Yeah. Crypto said, have you ever heard of Infinite IKEA? Do you know what? I think I have. And do you know how I know about that, Crypto? My nephew, who I look after pretty much every day now, he's always putting them on YouTube. He's always putting the SCP stuff on On YouTube. I think I have seen Infinite IKEA, yeah. Dan said, do you have a name for people who live in the Spyverse? Spyridians? Possibly. I haven't yet. I've not got that. When we get further down the line and more comes into it, I probably will think of something. Nick said, imagine getting sued by Hasbro for this shit. That'd be a hell of a court case. Don't worry, you're all coming down with me, because when this fucking video gets put on, every single person who mentioned anything to do with the Spyverse is fully named. So, gutted. That's not something you want to happen, because you're all coming to court. Every single one of you. If you mentioned anything that triggered the spirograph stuff, when this video comes out, unless you put a request in right now, you're in it. You're involved. You're involved. You're one of Dan, not Dan. Well, no, Dan. Yeah, Dan is one of the people who started it. Tactical, Nick, Metallic, Z not Z. Let's go through the names. Samurai Bird. It's going to be a worldwide case. There'll be people flying in from everywhere for this court case. It's all right. You weren't there, Crypto, so you're all right anyway. You weren't there. You can still get sued by a different country. You know, I won't say who, but you can. An American get sued in England. An English person get sued in America, can't they? Nick said, no idea what you're talking about, mate. I don't even know what a spiral is. You wait until you wait. Just wait when you see it. Nick said, I just mentioned crinkle cut chips, and you read out what you wanted to read. There you go. This is Nick who started crinkle cut cock. Fuck me, gone 12. I'll stay on. I can actually stay on for a little bit longer, actually. Des, I didn't start it. I just said it scared me, and the rest of it was out of your twisted mind, Mike. I'll tell you. Do you want me to tell you the whole thing that triggered it? And I think it was Nick's knives. Right? I'll play the very beginning. Wait a minute. So, because it was multiple things that made it happen, but there was one comment. It was either, and that might have been 83 Air Gunner. One little thing started it off, and it spiraled. Right, it spiraled. There you go. So this is the stream highlights. Listen to this quickly. I'll turn the microphone around the speakers quickly. Listen to this. Let me just turn my speakers down a little bit because it's really loud at the minute. Hang on. Listen to this. This is who triggered it. 83 Air said, do you think watching the Saw films subliminally made you buy a new saw? You know what? Nice one. It might have. You know what? It might have. Because for years and years and years, I've been sawing away with this shitty saw that makes my shoulder fucking kill. Maybe it did. Maybe it finally spurred me on. Listen to this for a bit. I never thought about that. But yeah, maybe it finally did. Nick said, that's what those films were all along. A massive advert for big. Maybe, and I just didn't. And yes. You know what's happened, Nick? Right. So, all of the Saw films were a massive subliminal advert for B&Q. Once everyone had got enough saws, they changed the name, didn't they? To Jigsaw. They are. Now they're trying to sell jigsaws. Now they've sold enough jigsaws, they've changed it into Spiral. Now, what a Spiral is, I don't know. That's a Spiral. Now I want to buy a Spiral. There you go.
That's tactical.
Dad said, I got given a Spiral when I was a kid. I once did a design that was so weird, sort of otherworldly, it frightened me, and I put it in the cupboard, never used it again. That's sake. That 83 Air said to Zed, weird you should say that. My dad got one as a kid and played with it once. I had a nightmare about it that night. Never played with it again. There you go. Beeping out the graph in Spirograph. I wish I'd never done that now, but it's too late. I've got no fucking choice anymore. It's been and done. But it was a combination of different people saying different things. You know, if the Saw stuff had never come, if the Saw stuff had never been mentioned, none of it would have ever come out. Yeah, and just gradually people added to it and added to it. Yeah, Tactical mentioned spirographs. Yeah, without who was it? 83 gun. Without him saying about the saws, it wouldn't have never have come out. I don't think. Yeah. John said hi. All missed a few weeks. Hope you're all good. I'm all right, mate. Do you know what? I wasn't on last night either. It was good, wasn't it? Tactical. It just fed into itself, and I was getting into it as well. Yeah, I enjoyed that stream. It was good. But yeah, I've done the highlights of it now. And each time it shows the comment as well. It's about 10 minutes long, the highlights. And what I did, I got every single comment and sort of good reference that added to the Spyverse stuff in that video. 10-minute highlights. So for the people who don't know what the Spyverse is, you watch. So in the video I'm going to do in the documentary thing, I'll do an introduction, and then I'll say, you know, it might be a 5-minute introduction talking about Spyverse, and then it'll be the 10-minute thing, and then the interviews. Dad said, I have to admit, I was a bit worried when you mentioned when Crinkle Cox was mentioned. CCC, Mike was laughing so hard, I thought he'd give himself a heart attack. That was, yes. Yeah, Nick who mentioned Crinkle Cut, you know what's. Yeah, it was a good laugh. I really enjoyed that night. Yeah, you'll see it all. If people missed any of it, you'll see the full highlights. Let me write down on my piece of paper about doing two more interviews. Oh, hang on. Let me turn my microphone around. I had my microphone facing the way still. I need to write on here about doing 2 more interviews. Shit, where the fuck is it? I've got on the back of it. So I might do 2 more interviews because they're so short. And I just wanted to. And I wanted to write down what Metallic wrote, because that was a good way of putting it, yeah. I missed that. Metallic said, I was thinking about plot lines the other day and had a kid using it to get rid of kids at school that were bullying him. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, actually. Yeah, I might maybe something to do with bullies, yeah. But yeah, that saying, yeah, get you taken, so the Spyverse takes you where you deserve to be, exactly. I like that. Hang on, I might just screenshot that. That'd be easier. You're writing it down. But yeah, I wanted to get away from some of the CCC bits and children, so I think we've done that now. Let me just do this. But it needed to be fully said, if you know what I mean. Right, that's done. All right, let's get back onto there. I read that, didn't I? Pete said, Mike, if you make a knife handle scales and send me them, I can cast them in metal. Ah, nice one. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that, Pete. Yeah, we'll have to yeah, I'll have a little think about that, because yeah, I think we mentioned that before. Yeah, good idea. Oh yeah, like pommels. Yeah, nice pommels. You might be able to do some nice little skull pommels and stuff, Pete, potentially, couldn't you? Dad said that was probably your best ever stream, to be honest. It was just what we all needed, a bloody good laugh. Even if it did bring back unpleasant memories for me. It was an excellent live stream, wasn't it? It was very funny. For pure laughs, like just having a good laugh, it was excellent, wasn't it? It was. I really enjoyed it. Ted said, Metallic, there you go then. Write the Spider-Verse story, the more the merrier, I say. But yeah, I've just screenshotted your ideas there. But I like that little phrase. I just want that in my head about the the Spider-Verse takes you where you deserve, essentially, yeah. But yeah, that might be bullies, yeah. I might interview a kid. Maybe I'll interview a kid who's who may, just might, have got rid of his bullies. Although I may have to put a kid's voice on because the voice changer thing, the text to speech does not do children's voices as far as I'm aware. Although I could probably find a kid's one. Because that's the good thing with having me doing all the acting. I have to cover my face anyway, and I have to change my voice. So, and it sort of works because you're doing it as, you know, hiding their identity for their safety. And also, some of these characters may have carried on messing around with spiral pattern makers and may now have disappeared. Oh, and I'll tell you one thing I've done, just in case you wonder, because you might think, where the fuck did he get that, or whatever, right? Just had to help my mum back upstairs. There's a bit where a missing poster is shown with a picture of a child on it. That child picture I got from an artificial picture maker thing, you know what I mean? So I had an artificially made picture of a kid, so that it's not a real person. Won't somebody think of the children? No, that's what I don't want them thinking of the children. No, won't someone not? Won't you all not think of the children? That's it. Finally got back on. Next time I get kicked off, I'll have to stay off. I'll be honest, I'll be going off any minute now anyway. I'm only staying on because I don't think my sister and brother-in-law are in anyway. But Metallic, if you missed it, I've just screenshotted your bit about I missed your comment about the bully stuff. Yeah. I was thinking about plot lines the other day and a kid getting rid of of kids at school that were bullying him. That's a good idea. And the so the Spider-Verse takes you where you deserve to be. I just want them in my head because I think they're good ideas there. But yeah, I might add 2 more interviews into this video. There's only 11 people watching. That's the hardcore Spider-Verse viewers. But yeah, Tactical, I hope you don't mind, but your little clips are going to be in it. Anyone who's done a reference, or if anyone wants to do a reference to the Spider-Verse, please do. And if it's on in a week, within this week, I'll put it on this video. If it's worth it, anyway. Irishman said, I think the Spider-Verse could be used as a weapon by a leader of a country, forced into military action because his back is against the wall to destroy the many countries you're against him. That's quite a good one. I may have to leave that one. That would make a good. I don't know if that would work in my documentary because everyone would know about it. Well, potentially that could be like some kind of secret. Yeah, that could be a secret. Maybe someone. Maybe there was a little bit of history where someone tried that. Maybe someone was plotting to do that in World War II. And we've dug up some secrets of someone tried, yeah. And it was stopped. Yes. That's quite a good one actually. Yeah. Because what your idea is good. I reckon that would be better as like a story. That would be good as a book. In my documentary, it's going to have to be because in my documentary thing, most of the stuff I'm going to put in has got to be like sort of unknown. But I suppose, yeah, that could be some kind of secrets that came out, but no one knows about it. You know, like Area 51 type stuff. Very top secret stuff that got out somehow. Oh, I ain't going. Nazis ain't going to be. Don't worry, no Nazis are going to be mentioned. No way. I ain't putting Nazis in it. Like that bollocks. Zad said, I don't think the Spider-Verse would take too kindly to someone trying to use it for that sort of thing. Well, exactly. It's just ideas, isn't it? It's just ideas. But yeah, well, that's it. I don't suppose they would be thwarted, would they? You'd try and open a Spider-Verse to yeah, do what Irishman said, and you would just get sucked in, and yeah, you'd be tortured, wouldn't you? Exactly what would happen. Metallic said, like the spiral hole is a Stargate. Well, that's that's actually been mentioned. That's going to be in the interactive film. There's going to be something along those lines, definitely. Someone already gave me an idea with that, a Stargate type thing. That was specifically mentioned, Stargate thing. Yes, that will be in the interactive film. Some kind of Stargate related Spider-Verse. Yeah, exactly. Tarzan, mind you, there was a huge ring, and they reckon the Bell UFO was tested in. That could be a point. Well, exactly. Yeah, that could partly why I said, because I did say someone. I was thinking I won't go down the Nazi line. Well, I suppose I could do, but I was gonna try and think of something completely different. But the Nazi stuff actually in fiction is quite good. But it's also so well sort of fucking played out. It's, you know. Gunnar said, Mike, did you see Henry Neff arrowhead removal? Medieval surgery video. He does surgery on a mock head. No, I've not seen that. No. What channel's that then? Irishman, I was thinking of a more modern now. No, yeah, that's what I mean. Your thing, Irishman, I think would work perfectly in a actual book, you know, like a written story. I don't think it would fit in the documentary bit though, because it would be. It's hard to explain, but I don't think it would work in the documentary sort of way. But that, yeah, a modern what is that exactly what you said in a modern way? I think it would work really good as a book, as a story. I have visions of Zelensky picking Putin up by the scruff of his neck and waistband, throwing him headlock into a Stargate. Fuck's sake. Pete says, seen Alex Steele make Arrowhead remover. Oh, that rings a bell, that does. That rings a bell. Right, I'm going off at 25 past. But yeah, I suppose with the one I thought, maybe we found some secret files of some nutter during World War II trying to maybe tell one of the heads of a country about the Spider-Verse, and then him sort of disappearing. Summit. You do one tactical. I'll join in. Well, I won't come on camera, but I'll join in on the I'll join in on chat. Give you some abuse. Yeah, Irishman. I think it would work perfectly for that. It would that would make a really good movie, film, or book. Yeah, I've you know, like a story. Yours would make a great story. I like that. I'm telling you, maybe the nutter made the spirograph as a portal. Well, yeah, yeah. What, like invented the spirograph? Yeah, I'll have to think about that one. Because what I try to do, because like some of the best things with the spirograph stuff is that some of it's real. You know, like the fucking Hasbro making it, and Hasbro also making Ouija boards, and it has actually really made people have nightmares and, you know, stuff like that, and felt like they were tripping and, yeah, scared them, and, you know, all stuff like that. So I may be able to look into the bloke, because the person who actually invented the spirograph, was not actually Hasbro. Hasbro marketed it, trademarked, and sold it, but someone else made it. originally. I'll have to look into that person's. May have to have a look into that person's history. Might be able to find something weird. You're not going to come on for the late one. I don't blame you. You get your. Have a nice. Well, not early. It's late, isn't it? Get to bed and do your stuff tomorrow, and have a nice Mother's Day. So, all of the women on here who are mothers, happy Mother's Day tomorrow. Or all your mums, everyone's mums, happy Mother's Day tomorrow. If you're a mum, happy Mother's Day tomorrow. All right. Dad said, I think the bit in the Bible about the wheels within wheels. Yeah, bloody hell. Yeah, that's what angels are, aren't they? Look at this. Look at this. So one of the do you want to see a spoiler? I can show you a picture spoiler if you want. Yeah. Older men who are also being mums, exactly. Yeah, and older men who are being mums as well. Happy Mother's Day as well. Do you want to see a little quick picture spoiler? This is from someone who had some dealings with someone who I don't know, someone who had some dealings with and you'll notice something spelt wrong, and it's spelt wrong deliberately because it's supposed to be a little kid. But I don't know if I want to show you. Oh, teased you enough, or do you want to see it? Your mother was on earlier, Dan. That's quite funny, actually. I didn't even think of saying to your mother. Fucking hell. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. So maybe this is some evidence that I found. Looks like that kid's. See, it's not all bad, you see. That's the abused kid. That's one of the drawings he did. That's one of the spygraph stuff he did. Yeah. See? Angels. Why I showed that, because Zed said about the bit with wheels within wheels. Wheels within wheels is the description of not aliens, angels, isn't it? Wheels within wheels with eyes is the description of I keep saying it, angels. And there you go. They are. That's what the little boy saw. And he's been doing the spy stuff, and it come up with a fucking angel. Because for him it is, because he's he's not. Yeah, exactly. No, but you know, kids always spell angel like that. Written with my left hand. I think Marie's on. Marie, if you're on, happy Mother's Day as well tomorrow. And your mum. I know usually your mum tonight. Why do you not keep writing morning angle? Fuck's sake, that means nothing to me. You don't need to put some fun context in these things. Fuck's sake. Or is that more fucking? Yeah, I was gonna say. I bet that's more fucking hot fuzz shit. I'm gonna have to watch that again just so I get some of you lot fucking references, and I still won't. No one tell him. I just googled it. I googled fucking morning angle and it just came up straight away.
Morning angle. Morning angle. Morning angle. Morning angle.
The only thing I ever got from Hot Fuzz was, I don't know why, but I found Olivia Colman quite attractive in Hot Fuzz. I think she's quite attractive sometimes anyway. But I found her quite attractive in Hot Fuzz for some reason. I don't know what it was. That's it. I hate 37 degrees. That's a hell's angle. As far as I'm concerned, for fuck's sake. That's spelled wrong deliberately. I know how to spell angel, but kids always write that wrong. Go on, you get a little kid to write angel. Oh, my fucking guts, man. So, yeah, there'll be quite a lot of... I keep wanting to tell you bits, but I won't tell you no more. I hopefully should have some proper, genuinely piss yourself funny bits in this in this documentary as well. Because you know me, I've always got to put a bit of comedy in. There's not that much gore in it, but as I said, there's not a lot of gore you can put. You know, there's only so far you can go with crinkle cut cocks and be allowed on YouTube. But you know, I've got some workarounds. Nick, so I had a thing for a peep show, to be honest. Even more so for Izzy Sutty. Yeah, Dobby, yeah. Yeah, Dobby never really did much for me. But yeah, Olivia Colman, yeah, peep show. But yeah, for some reason, especially in when I watched Hot Fuzz, I remember thinking, yeah. Don't know what it was. I like Olivia Colman, though. She's a proper good actress as well, though. Yeah, right. It's past. I've done half an hour longer than I said. So there you go. There was your little treat. You got half an hour longer than normal. And I will definitely let you know when this premiere is going to be on so that you can make time to watch it live with us. But it might be next Friday. So I've got a feeling it's going to be about an hour long, the documentary. And then as soon as that finishes, I'll do a live stream and then we can all chat about it then and, you know, maybe come up with ideas for the film that will eventually be made. I think I'll do an interactive film. You know, and if people get ideas from the documentary, I could do a second documentary or something else. Yeah, good night, Metallic. Good night, everyone. Yeah, it's been a good night tonight. I've enjoyed tonight. Yeah. Stayed on longer than I thought, but I could tonight. Oh, you coming back on in a bit, Tactical, did you say? You said give you 20 minutes, didn't you? I'll be on, though. I'll come over and abuse you for a bit. Yeah. All right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll get some videos on next week because I am feeling a bit better now. Yeah. Say I'll probably feel like shit all week next week now, but I feel better today. As the week went on, I started feeling better, and I've got the blood tests coming up. Yeah, I got to take my blood first, which will be Monday. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Yeah, look out for this. I'll announce it. You'll know when it's coming. So I'll do the day before. I'll do a community tab thing. 2 tears in the bucket. Oh, Crypto. I don't know because the problem is I don't know if I'll be. It's probably too late now because of talking. I can't. When I go to tacticals, I won't be on camera. I'll just be typing. It might be too late now, sadly, to because my mum will be in bed below me, and my sister and her husband will probably be coming back soon, at any time now. But send me the invite and I'll have a look about. I'll ask my mum what time she's going to bed because I didn't realise I was going to be on still now. If I'd have gone off at 12, I might have been able to because she doesn't go to bed until about now. Well, I don't had a phone call, but I didn't think she'd be asleep until they got in anyway. Had I gone off at 12, I might have been. But when I'm going to tactical, I'm just going to be typing. I won't be on camera. Yeah, come over. Yeah, Slingshot. I think Tactical's saying, come over, come on camera. Gotcha, Tactical. There you go, Slingshot. There's your invite. You're right, Silent Walk. I've got to go off. It's too late. Right, thanks for watching, everyone. Good night. I better because I'm going to keep my mum awake. They may even be back, and I don't know. Right, thank you for watching, everyone. It's been a brilliant night. See you later. Good night.